you, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy, for your boy. For your boy, for your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, drop it for your wah 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 for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Hey y'all, get in here. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Come on in, get the lights up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building, girl. Let me see something. Because I ain't going to lie. I was on here like, girl, what am I going to look like today? I went to the hairdresser yesterday, y'all, and then I fell asleep. And my hair went kaput. So I had to come back and do something to it myself. So this more or less a little bit of her work and my work because I had to fix it up, girl. I took a bath. I don't know. And then I was sweating last night, and then it just went. At any rate, I'm here, and it don't matter because we about to Joce. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got a show today. Get in here. It's time for learning. Everybody put your thinking caps on. And come on in. We got a few things to discuss, but before we get into that, let's get into what we normally get into first. First and foremost, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the Morning Joce. We do this Monday through Friday around this time. And basically all we're doing is just talking about trending topics. We're learning because this is always a learning space. And also, we're trying to wake y'all up. Oh, yeah. See, it's a lot of Negroes knocked out sleep. And the Most High put it on my heart to come on here with my big old mouth and come wake some of you Negroes up. So that's why I'm here. So if you found me, that's because somebody in your ancestry or somebody or something wants you to find me. So go ahead on, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and get yourself comfortable. We do this Monday through Friday. I saw that Jarvis Butts thing, Dimple Pop. We'll discuss it in a minute. So yeah, subscribe, like the video and all of that. Also, if you are returning, welcome back, and special shout out to my members. Also, before we get into anything, y'all know what it is. Every day I'm gonna get on here and tell y'all Every day I'm gonna get on here and tell you guys to do your genealogy. The world is falling apart, Black America. There's only one group of people in this whole world that are walking away unscathed, that are not literally trying to figure out life at its whim, and I'm saying collectively, and that is you, Black America. While the earth is repairing itself, I need y'all to listen. Put your listening ears on right quick. Everybody hear me out. While the earth is repairing itself, that's all of this calamity you see across the world, Black America, you need to be very, very focused on you. Who you are, where did you come from? The only way to find these answers is through your genealogy, okay? Please do your genealogy. It is going to help you way before it helped me. You know what I'm saying? Because your genealogy is yours. I got mine, and it opened my eyes. It literally debunked half of the crap of the history that we've been taught. And I'm telling you, this girl had a video on TikTok the other day. She said the only difference between an indigenous person, a Black American, an African American, FBA is just the level of information. We're all the same people. So please, y'all, go do your genealogy. All of that other stuff is cool, but conversation is beat all the way by documentation, okay? So please do your genealogy. Also, ground, meditate, pray. All three, one of the three, however you want to do it, you got to do it. That's the way to tap back in. A lot of y'all, we're not really keen on running into churches, which I don't blame you. They are sanctuaries for HE double hockey sticks. However, you never needed the church from the beginning. Church is inside of you, in your heart. So I need y'all to ground, meditate, pray. Let's get back into the Most High, back into the ancestry. Let's start Let's start praising our own ancestors, literally, and start figuring out where we come from so we can go back and get this coin, okay? Get our land back and take our rightful places at the throne where we belong, okay? So please come on in. It's a lot going on, y'all. Also, one more thing. Babe is the new wave. Every day I'm going to come on here and say it because I was thinking about it. All these advertising companies want me to get on here and put their ads on my videos and say this and that, the third, to sell their stuff. And I say, who I look like, Boo the fool? I might as well get on here and sell my own stuff. So here it is. Babe is the new wave. I got merch. Make sure y'all check it out. VoodooDollTVShop.com. Babe is the new wave. Let me pick it up again. Babe is the new wave. But basically, it's an acronym for Black Americans versus everybody, okay? And this is a very near and dear brand to my heart because it is the wave. So please, if you guys are interested, click that link that's pinned to the top of the chat if you're on YouTube. In the shop, if you're not on YouTube, it's called VoodooDollTVShop.com. Yes. Oh, we gonna discuss it later, girl. And I got your email too. But listen, we gonna discuss it later. If y'all want to know more about what's going on, meet me down at the Dollhouse later on this evening, okay? So for y'all who don't know, Rockhead, I told y'all it is a day of reckoning and it is also a day of karma. And I told y'all Rockhead is not, even though she's been out the way, don't mean she's out of the way. She's going to receive her karma. And it seems like it's starting. So according to some girl, I'll be josing it later on. According to some girl, okay? Some girl who was working down at that church where they be running Junior through, she said that she tried to help and call CPS and them people damn near ran her up out of there. Child, she was talking about all kinds of stuff. We gonna get into it. Meet me down at the Dollhouse, okay? I'll be down there sometime after 5, 6 o'clock this evening. Meet me down there because we got a Joce. Oh, yeah, I synced it and I said, there you go. We'll get into it. But anyway, come on in, get the likes up on the video. And for y'all who don't know when I said meet me down at the Dollhouse, that's my other channel, the Dollhouse Reacts. We kind of do more relaxed tea, kind of gossip, celebrity gossip type stuff. We just chill mostly over there. Here, you're going to learn. You're going to learn over there too. They just don't know it. But you're going to learn a little bit more over here. So pop out if you are interested. Let's get into why we're here, okay? So today on the docket, we got some Africans, some people from Ghana that went down to the UN with the help of what I hear to be Al Sharpton, Thumbhead, Benjamin Crump, and a few of them other treasonous Negroes I've been telling y'all about. We gonna get into it because I don't understand the concept of Black Americans wanting to befriend the people who allegedly helped them to be enslaved. The concept within itself is probably a sign of mild retardation. But we'll get into it. Stay right there. We also got to get into racist Hispanics. La 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 bumba head ass. Yay, we gonna get into it. All of them coming over here cosplaying black and brown community. Oh no, brothers, we together. I don't know if that sounds like an African accent, but y'all get what I'm saying. They do it on purpose. I've been coming on here telling y'all them people racist. I've been said it. I've been told you. But we gonna get into it because it's coming out. Them churn is coming to tell us what's really going on. Then we got to get into the airport hoax. So apparently the airport hoax is still in effect. It is an obvious way to harvest your energy. We'll get into that. What else I got? Tiny response to 50 cents. DaBrat. She responds to Shyne saying that he smashed Brandy and a few other things. But anyway, come on in. Get the likes up on the video. We got a few things to discuss. Shout out to everybody in the building. I am so happy to be here. The sun is out. The sun wasn't out the past couple of days, but the sun is out today. If you or somebody you know or somewhere real near a sun, go outside if the pollen don't get you first. But either way, still, go outside. Put a mask on. Go outside. Seriously, listen. Staying inside has been keeping us sick. It has also got us mentally jacked up. Go outside. Remember back in the days, if you was born between the 90s and beyond, that means before, If you were born between the 90s and beyond, you grew up outside. Somehow along the way, now you scared to go outside. Okay? So at any rate, I'm telling y'all now, when you stop going outside, that's when you started getting sick. That's when you started you see what I'm saying? They ain't started going, go outside. Take 5-10 minutes. Go stand outside. Take your shoes off ground, whatever you got to do. But go outside. Seriously, I'm dead. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. And speaking of being funny and serious, tell me why I got into it with AI. So me and AI got into it, Google AI. Apparently, I asked them to create a depiction of Africans selling Black Americans into slavery. And he tells me, oh, no, we can't do that. That's racist. And we're supposed to be saving people. And so I asked the AI, I said, how is y'all saving people when it's the truth? Oh, because it could be depicted as hate speech. I said, but Google is full of depictions of the Africans selling Blacks into slavery. So what do you mean? I'm dead ass. I'm going back and forth with the AI. And the AI was like, well, we use a system of books. When they say system, that's when they caught me. We use a system of articles and books. And I asked them, I said, well, let me ask you something, AI. If those articles and books are hand selected, is it possible that the books you're selected to read could be biased and racist? Oh, well, yeah, now that you... Okay, girl. I said, you know what I said? I'm not about to tongue wrestle with you, AI. Have a good evening. I went right back to Grok and played with Grok. I bad enough me and Grok gets into it. I went right back to Grok, made the doggone thumbnail. But I'm saying this to say, if you don't talk to AI, because I ain't gonna lie, it'll make you get into it with them. Don't talk to them. Don't do it. They listening. I asked them, was they listening? He lied, talking about, oh, we listening for whenever you call. Now, AI must think I'm boo-boo the fool. Oh, yeah, we only listen when you call. I ain't call you this time. What you mean? Anyway, I'm saying all that to say, bro, be mindful when y'all do research, when y'all creating thumbnails and all that stuff. I'm telling y'all, them people, even the AI is racist. Say what I said. And they know what I say, because if they listening, they be listening to everything I be saying, even when I be in this bitch talking to myself. They know what it is. So come on in and get the likes up on the video. Diva Kika, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did you hear about fire at courthouse in Rome, Georgia? Yes, they are burning our vital records. Do your genealogy, family. You look beautiful, boo. Thank you. Speaking of, thank you, beautiful. Let me go pull that up. Did y'all see the courthouse? See, genealogy, y'all. We waking up. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. Black America is waking up by the droves, and these people are doing damage control. Hold on. Rome, Georgia, fire. So I saw recently that one of those court buildings were on fire here. This is not by happenstance. Remember, they're trying to burn records. What is genealogy? All it is basically a audit of records. That's all it is. When you do genealogy, all you're doing is auditing records, stuff that they've documented and put away. You want to go in there and say, hey, let me see it. Because I believe this, that, and the third. And whatever you get out of it is what you get out of it. But let me tell y'all something. They've already, all of those great fires we've spoken about here on the channel. Remember, we did a whole bunch of Play Google, and we just started randomly Googling cities. And we put in random cities, great fire of this city, and it'll show up. It's because they've been trying to burn our records and continue to do it as long as they've been here, right? And now it's a sense of urgency more than later or more than before, because more of us are waking up. We are literally coming on here talking about our ancestors, literally doing the research. And a lot of us aren't just depending on Google. A lot of us are going down to these places and getting these records. What they are doing is, because we're waking up and getting the records, they are burning down the buildings. But please be advised, Black America, the Most High has a selected, chosen few of people who have what they call Akashic records, okay? And all of those records that are being burned are somewhere etched in one of the Most High's chosen's brains. No worries, fat. Don't let this deter you. Continue to do your genealogy. The Most High, the ancestors in the universe will make ways. This is the enemy. This is what you're witnessing. Listen, What you are witnessing is the enemy trying to do whatever it can to stay alive. It's scraping and scratching at whatever it can to make sure that you continue to stay asleep, because as long as you sleep, the system works flawlessly, but they want you to remain asleep, and they want you to never know who you are. I told you identity is the first key to freedom. It's the first step to freedom. I've been saying that for 2-3 years now. So don't be deterred when you see this. This is in Rome, Georgia. Rome, Georgia. And please be advised, don't let the idea that the fact the place is called Rome go over your head, because see, history will tell you, also AI will tell you, that the Rome over in Europe is older than the Rome over in Georgia. But I'm here to tell you that that is a lie. Everything you see out there started here first. Just like they'll tell you Angola over in Africa is older than Angola over in Louisiana. That is a lie. Angola, the prison in Louisiana, is years older than Angola over there down in Africa. I think probably about 100 or so years older than Africa. Nothing out there is created without us. It was us, I told y'all yesterday, when the Most High said to be fruitful and multiply. That's what he meant. Go across the world, create civilizations, procreate, create nations. That's what our jobs were to do. And that's what we did. Instead of us being taught that everything came from Africa, what you need to do, and I employ every single person under my voice to do this research, what you need to do is understand and overstand and understand that it didn't come from Africa. If you look at today, you can see that that's the truth. Africa came from you. Okay? Don't get discouraged, Black America. Continue to do your genealogy. A lot of those places have archived. I don't know if that place has specifically, but a lot of places have archived their records. So like another place for y'all to go check, National Archives. National Archives, I don't know if it's a .gov or whatever it is, but please, if y'all want to check records, military records, old business records, it don't matter. Records. If you want to check them, please go to the National Archive, and that's where you can find a lot of stuff, okay? Now, before we, hold on. Did y'all see this? Black America, I put out a post. I know I'm early. Call me cocky, but I don't care, because I know what I'm saying. I'm early. I put out a post. We talked about it on this channel. And I've been telling Black Americans, come up out of them hospitals when you having your babies. And you know, we've been in the hospital for so long that the idea of me saying this sounds asinine to the average Black woman, because we have been indoctrinated to believe that we need these facilities. And to a degree, we kind of do need the facilities. And when I say to a degree, meaning for emergencies, you know, things of that nature. But when you understand what these facilities are really and truly doing, you'd run so far away from them in certain situations, you wouldn't be able to look back, okay? What am I talking about? Black Americans, I came on here a few times, and I'm going to keep saying it. There is a huge call for us to get back to becoming midwives, doulas, whatever we need to become let me back it up. We need to do whatever we need to do, become whatever we need to become, so that we can usher in our own children. These so-called hospitals that we go to thinking we're getting treatment are huge lab departments. That's why most of your doctors are foreigners. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. The reason most of your doctors are foreigners is because everybody's here for their science project. Everybody want to work on a nigga. Everybody. And the most important place or the most important section of the nigga to work on is the way he comes in and out of the world. Black femicide ain't not femicide, but the black mortality, mortality rate, whatever you call it, that is not done by mistake. It's not a coincidence. That is done by design. The same way they were working on us and doing all kind of crazy stuff during slavery, they doing it right now. That's why Black America, every time you go to the doctor, especially damn near these damn OBGYNs and these gynecologists, it's always somebody foreign. Always, you rarely get a Black American as your doctor. Stop me when I start lying. Come on now. I go to the coochie doctor all the time. It's rare you get a Black American doctor. The reason being, Black America, is because you are the science project. The same way they taught you in the books, that's the same way they doing now. There's a huge call for us to get back to bringing our own babies into the world, because what we're realizing is when you get into these hospitals, you don't even own your own womb. This young lady got there and didn't want a C-section, and they took her to court in labor and delivery. And you know, this stuck hard for me because I remember I denied the C-section when I had my baby, and I couldn't imagine them rolling in a doggone camera and put me on court because I said I don't want a C-section. Now, another thing we've been lied to and taught was because you've had one C-section or two C-sections, you must have multiple. Lies. And Black women, you know what bothers me the most with you? You won't even sit down and do the research to see if it's true. All you do is repeat. So this lady who's sitting up there telling these people she don't want a C-section, these people are telling her she have to do it. And not only that, they called the judge in to make her do it. And I went down in the comments, and I saw all of these Black women saying, well, she's stupid. They trying to help her. She's supposed to get a C-section after 2 to 3 C-sections. That's because you've been indoctrinated and too lazy to do your own goddamn research. One C-section does not automatically mean, or even 3 C-sections do not automatically mean you have to have another. And on top of that, most of y'all first C-section wasn't warranted. Most of y'all got cut on for nothing because the doctor wanted to play around your uterus. But they'll never tell you that, though. Let's get into the video. Come up out of these hospitals. Y'all better get back into these midwives and these doulas because it is getting rough out here in these streets.
See this woman? She's in active labor at the hospital, and she's being forced to go to virtual court because she's refusing a C-section.
Yes. I wasn't being hyperbolic. It's a real judge. Let me get this is the craziest thing I ever seen.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I know you may be able to see me on your screen in just a second here. I'll introduce myself. I do see you on. Can you hear me okay, ma'am?
Oh, yes, sir. I can hear you perfectly.
Charisse Doula has 3 children, and they were all delivered by C-section. And during one of those deliveries, she had major bleeding that put her life at risk. So therefore, for her 4th child, she didn't want to do a C-section and refused. But the hospital said that this was too high of a risk for the baby. So they took her to court while she was in active labor. The judge didn't order a C-section immediately, only told the hospital that if things got critical, then they could perform the C-section. Well, the baby's heart rate dropped rapidly overnight, and the C-section was performed. But Charisse, she didn't have any legal representation at this time or any healthcare advocate on her side. So that's where this problem really gets messy. Either way, the baby is fine and doing well, and so is Charisse. But be curious to see if this goes any further.
Baby, let me tell y'all something. Whenever y'all wake up and get fed up and start looking into what these people been doing to you, Black woman, Black American woman, and you start to realize that most of us were having C-sections and it wasn't even warranted, we didn't supposed to have it, that these people was literally cutting on us just for play, or you had an episiotomy and you didn't need it, or you had your uterus moved and it wasn't supposed to be. Because see, we so occupied with women's rights in the effects of wanting to be able to go down there and give our babies, our unborn babies, to these reptilians to eat, aka abortion. We so caught up in that aspect of women's health that we don't look into the part that really counts, because the abortion part, that ain't even the top 10 of my worries as a Black woman in my health care. It's not. It's not even top 10 at all. But if you let the internet, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all the propaganda tell you the most highest thing Black women need to be worried about is a goddamn abortion, not even realize all y'all doing is feeding these damn beasts. Every day, the universe remind y'all of what's wrong. And every day, the Most High, the ancestors, the angels in the universe show it to you and walk away. It's up to you to do what you please. But I'm telling y'all now, that whole facade of I have to go down to a hospital, if not things can go left, that's the part that got you in there from the beginning. I've done a whole research thing on this. Prior to the late 1800s, Black American women never went to hospitals, not for babies. Not for babies. And as a matter of fact, in the South, all the way up to the 70s and the 80s, a lot of Black American women didn't go to hospitals to have their babies until it was mandated by law. They took all our midwives and doulas and made them uncertified, said that they could not practice, brought in a whole bunch of clears from Europe, turned them into the midwives and doulas, put them into the hospitals, and we've been stuck there ever since. Do the research. They've been playing with your face and in your face. That's why they had Megan Thee Stallion up here being the face of Planned Parenthood. The point in that is to keep you distracted from what you need to be looked at and worried about, and keeping you distracted from the stuff you need to be looking at and worried about. Okay? So please, Black America, I'm telling you, Black women, y'all eyes on the wrong things. I don't give a damn about an STI, STD, or an abortion. Yes, it is something that I need as a woman, or no, I ain't gonna say I need, because I don't need an STI or STD. But yes, it is something that plagues me as a human and as a woman. However, we have bigger fish to fry. Y'all so busy worried about PrEP, and they end up taking our babies and killing us. Tina said my great granny had all her babies at home, huh? 1919. I know that's right. You know, my auntie, my grandma's sister was telling me how she recalled being by her mama's house or by somebody's house in the country, and she saw them bringing in a baby. And my auntie still living, my grandma's sister. She still talked about how they was ushering in babies, how they was delivering babies. Stop acting crazy. For real. I'm telling y'all, the more y'all start paying attention to them hospitals, they full of foreigners. They not here to work on the clears. Hell no. They here to work on you. Never forget it. Never forget it. And y'all don't take that PrEP. That PrEP is going to be the same thing it was in the 80s. I know all these celebrities coming on here telling y'all to take PrEP. That should have been the first red flag. But if y'all take that PrEP, it's going to make you get the shit you think you're running away from. Allegedly. I ain't no doctor, though. Take it at your own risk. I wouldn't do it. I seen what the medicine did in the 80s. When they pulled out a medicine, when they pulled out a pill in the 80s to help the AIDS, it killed more people. I'm just saying. And y'all can get on here and say, video technology, girl. When you realize, when you get to the top of these ladders, that everybody up there slow as a turtle, then you'll realize that technology don't mean a goddamn thing. Okay? I'm just, again, I don't want to rain on your parade. I just want to let y'all know it's piss. You get it? Let's move on. I'm just saying, because when I said they be looking at me crazy, voodoo goes for. Yeah, I go for. Meet me there though, because you're gonna meet me there. Meet me there. I do goes for. Keep meeting me there. Now here goes a sacrifice. So Cardi B, I guess the twerking of the pillow booty is not working enough. So I guess she's pulling out Beyonce's book. Because remember, this conquistador, she don't come up with nothing, no way. Everything she's done is a stolen idea, just like her ancestors. She get it honest. She can't help it. It run through her blood to just go through and copycat and steal. She can't help it. It's all in her blood. Every time she roll them auras, it come out. It come out like Pico de Gallo. She's just a thief, colonizing thief. She even steal the bad things. So anyways, here she come down the runway with culture and couture, parading them in front of everybody. And there's multiple reasons why this is happening. Number one, you guys are being introduced to your new gods. He's your queen to be, your queen to be forever. Yeah. She's introducing y'all, not me, y'all. She introducing y'all to y'all new gods. See, when she leaves the seat, these new gods is supposed to take over. In the same way you niggas is over there worshiping this bitch, y'all supposed to then turn around and worship the conquistador's children. Oh, yes. And don't get on here and say voodoo tripping, because I seen you bitches bowing to Blue Ivy. Don't start me. It's too early. Don't stop me. I seen you bitches over there. Oh, Blue Ivy's in it. Bowing. Ah, yes, I do. I see y'all every time Blue come out here looking 35, even though she's 6. Every time you turn around, y'all bowing to these children of these celebrities. And I'm telling y'all now, don't come on here and act like the conquistador is doing something different, because all y'all be out here bowing. Not all of y'all, but for the ones who are out here bowing to these celebrities, I'm telling you, oh girl, you're going down with them. But anyway, she brought her children out here to introduce y'all to your new gods. And then also she brought her children out because what else? I mean, she ain't got nothing else going on. Ain't nobody checking for that nasty heifer. I mean, she got the barbs, what they call them? The Barty gang is out there, watching her flop all across the stage or whatever the case may be. But other than that, she ain't got nothing else going on. And also, this is a sacrifice for the industry, because see, the industry told her, we'll make you rich, we'll make you famous, we'll make you all of the things you want, but everything we want, when we want it, you will do. And this is also a way for her to put her children up on the stage so that you guys can see, so that the predators can see, so that the evil people can see, so that all of the other people can see. So as far as the public goes, these are your new gods. Welcome to the party. You're late. As far as the public goes, also, these are also, as far as Cardi goes, I'm sorry, this is her now giving her sacrificing her children. You know how the Bible be saying? Who that was? They said the Bible, was it Joseph? Somebody, they say God told, and this is where I knew this couldn't be the same God. They say God told him to take your child and come sacrifice him, kill him in front of everybody. And they say Job or Joseph, whoever it was, brought the little boy up there and got ready to pop him upside the head. And they say right before he got ready to do it, God said, I was just playing. I said, yeah. Was it Abraham? Oh, girl, I said, yeah. Anyways, this is her sacrifice, like Abraham. This is her bringing her children to the altar to sacrifice. So let's get into Barty and the children and the new guys, y'all. Like the video. Look in the baby. And look at culture. Couture. Look at Couture with the devil horns. She must have taught him how to do that. Look. I would never understand the way that y'all praise celebrities' children. I don't understand the way that y'all praise celebrities, but it will never, ever, ever make sense to me that way that y'all praise their children. And you know what's worse? You would never admit it out loud that y'all really praise their children. Like, y'all worship them. like God. And it's sick. All of them. Northwest, Blue Ivy, Cardi's children. Y'all worship these people, these babies, these children like gods. It's the sickest shit I've ever seen. I never thought I'd see Black Americans, maybe people, but not us. I never thought I'd see it. But every day I come on here, I watch all of y'all praise and praise and praise these children like they gods. But I'm telling y'all now, idolaters, your soul is retired. It's required in hell. You got to know it. You're going down for praising these children and these celebrities that come along with them. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna get on here and say, I'm just tripping. I'm just hating. Girl. We'll get back to you, Kimberly. Stay right there. Everything she can do, first, like I said, it's no different. Go watch them old movies where these people who reign at the top come in with their kids and have the whole village in them and bowing to their kids. That's the same thing y'all doing. The exact same thing. Idol worshiping, idolizing these people.
Idolater, your soul is required in hell.
You know, that scene never left me. Get me up here. I can recall watching New Jack City, young, little girl. And there was a few scenes in that movie that never left me. Number one, you better step off, grandpa. I don't know. Just because I like the way she was saying, hey, yo, Nino, let me smoke this old dude. I like her. I just like her character. But another part that never left me, that always stuck to my brain, and I never understood it until I'm 42, 43 years old, was that part when that man called Nino Brown in the goddamn hallway of that doggone courthouse, and he looked up at that man and he said, idolater, your soul is required. And I remember getting the chills when that old man said that. Didn't even know why. Had no clue. Until recently. And now I'm starting to see it as I watch all of these people worship these celebrities every day. Every time I see it, that scene pops up in my head because it makes sense. The old man was willing to die, kill, and go to jail, how Charleston White said, because he understood that if Nino Brown became the staple in our community, then we're going to have a whole bunch of people who worship people. Things. He was before his time. Because that's exactly where we at right now. That's exactly where we at right now. Worshiping people. These celebrities are people's gods. It's weird. Sick even. Neither here nor there. She had her kids out there because, again, it's now a new thing. And this is the worst part for the kids. They don't even realize they're being sacrificed. Hopefully these children will get older and do tell-all memoirs of what their mamas and them had them doing behind the scenes. Because see, only thing you see, Black America, is them coming out being dressed alike with the little girl and they waving. That's all you see. You don't see all the other stuff going on. You don't see none of that. All you see is this. Wave culture, wave couture, wave creation. That's all you see. You don't see all. One of them children gonna come out and give a tell-all. Watch. And speaking of the concert, one thing I will say she did do right was bring out my girl Kimberly Denise. Y'all see her. So apparently she brought out Kim. I don't know where they was at. Madison Square Garden. Down in the garden where the people play hanky-panky. I don't know where they was. But all I know is the ground open. You know, that whole state coming out the ground. Kim don't never come from behind no curtain. I'm telling you now. If Kim coming out, she coming out the ground. Okay? Kimberly Denise Jones gonna come up out that ground, okay? And she came up out the ground and they say the crowd went crazy. And she always come out with my favorite song, Hot Damn Ho, Here We Go Again. Light as a rock, bitch, sort as a cock. I was like, what? Go ahead on, Kim. Let's get into Kim and her performance at the doggone show. Well, I can't play it all because of the music, but we'll get into a little bit. One thing she gonna do is keep a high boot, huh? keep a high boot and a leather bathing suit. Go ahead on, Kim. And look at Cardi. You got to keep in mind, for those of y'all who don't know the history, without Little Kim, none of these girls exist. Without Little Kim, none of these girls. Without Kim, Nicki doesn't exist. There is no Nicki. If Kim don't come first, the Nicki you know does not exist, even if she can rap. She just doesn't exist. So to see Kim on stage getting the accolades, they should have been damn near tearing the roof up. And even though Little Kim want to play like she a Puerto Rican, Dominican, the bitch might say she anything any other day. At the end of the day, Kim is a Black American. Okay? Kim is a Black American. Kim is the blueprint because we are the blueprint. Okay? Don't listen to Kim. She going through an identity crisis. You see her. She might come on here tomorrow and say she a Mexican. Don't listen to Kim. It's a mental thing. Kim is one of us. She is Black American, foundational Black American, African American, Negro, Indigenous, Hebrew, Muslim, whatever you want to call is what she is. Don't listen to what she say. She's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why the response is what it is because the real is here. The blueprint. Yay. See, that's the duplicate. This here is the real McCoy. You get it? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out to Kim. She looked good. You know, Kim ain't, both of them ain't but 4 feet tall anyway. But they looked good. And you know, I believe that Cardi needed it because, girl, ain't much going on. Yeah. Let's move on. Somebody say you're early because you got your hair done. Kind of. So the reason I'm early is because I had to go get up and let the people play between my legs because I had a doctor's appointment. But I got all the way up there and the people told me that the lady canceled because the doctor had to go somewhere. So I was just up. So I said, you know what? I might as well come on in and come on live. And I came about 30 minutes earlier, but it is low key because I got my hair done. Not necessarily, really, because I missed my appointment this morning. But I'm so mad. I just knew that lady was going to play between my legs this morning. Girl, got all the way down there. The lady said, look for me. The lady was gone. Talking about, oh, they canceled the appointment the day you scheduled it. But when y'all was gonna tell me? Anyways, let's move on. Get the likes up on the video. We got to get into a few things, okay? Now, I want to start with... Let's start with DaBrat and Shyne. I don't know how long we're going to drag this out. I need Black American women. Stop. First of all, Black American women, please stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Stop following behind these daggers, these clear daggers, because that's the ones running all of this feminist stuff. And it's a lot of the Black daggers too that's in it too. And not just the daggers. It's a lot of Black American women, left wing, left leaning Black American women between y'all, the daggers, and the clears, and then the clear daggers. You bitches are giving me a headache. I'm gonna be honest. Black American women, I love you down to the ground. But between y'all heavily on the left and y'all over here, y'all over here with the, y'all giving me a headache. Because y'all are being led by people who don't have your best interests at heart. Black American women who fall under feminism. I need to talk to you right quick. Because I need to talk to y'all just right quick. It ain't going to be long. You've been duped. Feminism has zero to do with Black American women. Never have. As a matter of fact, its basis was created to steal everything that you have. So when I see Black American women speak in feminist ideologies or identify themselves as feminists, immediately two things pop in my head. Either you're grossly uninformed or you're just stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm just sitting here saying, how can you guys align yourself with these groups and these groups don't align themselves with you? And even when you find the ones that's trying to get you to stay in these groups, it works for them. That's why they put a spoof by the door. Listen, Black America, we need to start focusing on treason. We so busy looking at that white boy, we forgot to look at the people who look like us. What the enemy does is create situations to make you think that this is safe so that you'll join. So how do they do that? They get somebody who looks like you, talk like you, hell, might even be you, to be the person to help all these other people come into these systems that are designed to help them fail. Okay. And what they do is they gather these people with these faces and they use them as billboards. Right. And so when I see people like DaBrat speaking out on this whole situation with Brandy and Shyne, it's knocking on feminism tees, and I don't like it. Because this is what we're not about to do. I am so over this Brandy situation. Let's just call a thing a thing. In America, in Black America, we have different kinds of girls. Okay? We got women, we got ladies, we got bitches, we got hoes, we got tramps, we got sluts. We got it all. And all cultures have it. It just bothers me that you hoes, and I'm just talking to the hoes amongst us. It bothers me that you hoes want to be able to do all the dirt that you do, and then when it's brought back up, you want to hide behind feminism. Oh, see, this is because I'm tired of men. See, men just want it's just so no. Sometimes you deserve it. Sometimes, like the Brandy situation, Brandy was a loose cannon. It is what it is. So because Brandy was a loose cannon and was allegedly sleeping and frolicking with other different men, these men ain't never supposed to be able to say their side of the story. They're supposed to shut up because she branded a vocal Bible. No, she was a slut from the 90s. It happens. She was a slut, according to the people. Okay? According to the rumors back then, we thought she was out here bad. Why do y'all come later, Johnny come latelys, and act like somebody bringing this out as an issue? Mind you, in the Shyne situation, he didn't bring it up. He was in an interview. Someone asked him a question, and he responded. And here come all of these feminist Black women. Oh, it's just tiresome. It's just a shame because they need to let Brandy live. Ain't nobody worried about no damn Brandy. The fact of the matter is she had a situation where she was sleeping with two people, or at least dealing. I ain't gonna say sleeping. She was dealing with two guys who knew each other. It happens. It would have been better if Brandy just came out and said, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I had my time. A time was had. I ain't gonna lie, it was a time. Then for her to come out here and cosplay like she was the good girl that we all know she wasn't, and then to see all you bitches online get behind her with that feminist bullshit. Oh yeah, because it's just tiresome. See, men is just gonna be the destructor of us all. Oh, Black women, see, this is what one thing a man gonna do is embarrass you. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And let me tell you why. Not because I'm pro-male, not because I'm pro-female, because we all have equal blame on why we're where we're at. I don't think that men could point at women, and I don't think women could point at men. But if we sit up here and trying to play the Olympics of who did us worse the most, then we'll never get to the bottom of getting out of this shit. So no, I don't like feminist women. No, I don't like you bitches. No, I don't like women who feel like men are disgusting. I hate you bitches. You bitches should be eradicated if you ask me. No, I don't like you. No, no, no. And most of the bitches who be sending these messages get more dick than a lil. It's tiresome. We got to stop. If Brandy had a past, it was just that. Okay? And quiet as it's kept, DaBrat had a past too. So she need to tread lightly while she up here talking about who's what and what. But at the end of the day, I get it as a woman. Nobody wants their personal business out here in the street. You think I want some nigga to pop up out the blue and say he had me every which way but loose? No, but if he did, I say, well, was I good? Okay. No, I wouldn't want no nigga to put my business out there in the street. And I get that part, but that's not what this is. Shyne was in an interview. They asked him if he dated Brandy. He was very respectful and even called her his dream girl. What we not about to do is sit up here and act like he disrespected her, called her every which, because what he should have said was, yeah, I smashed. Yeah, I smashed her. He should have got on there and say, me and Mace was over there throwing alley-oops to each other. Because that's how y'all acting. That's how y'all acting. Just projecting. A bunch of women who don't have no men in their lives in real lives. Projecting on the internet. It is what it is. I'm just tired of hearing it. I'm tired of seeing it. DaBrat done came out here. Now she's jumping on the bandwagon. Every time DaBrat says something, it's never nothing of any substance. Go home and raise your son, bitch. Like, shut the fuck up, Brad. I want to go back to when celebrities shut up. Shut up. Because you don't want me to get on what I heard about you, Brad. The tea was on you back in the early 2000s, in the late 90s. They say you was out here slot pocketing and slut pocketing under them baggy jeans, bitch. Don't get me started, girl. But again, it's a bunch of these hoes that was down there at the Freaknik want to act like we crazy. That's all. A bunch of ex-Freaknik hoes want to come on here in 2026 and play the feminist card when a nigga want to bring up the fact that you was outside. Bitch, if you was outside, you was outside. Let's get into Brat helping up, girl. I don't even know what the rant was about just now, but let's get into Brat. The rant was about the Brat. The Brat slammed Shyne for claiming Brandy has a history of lying after she denied dating him in the 90s. Whatever happened back in the day, who gives a damn? He was asked a question. And you know what's so bad about this dagger Brat, you stupid bitch? You do interviewing for a living. Every day you sit your high ass behind that goddamn microphone and you sit across people that none of us give a damn about and you ask questions. So you know good and well the dynamic of which and why he did what he did. He answered the question that was asked to him, and the fact of the matter is Brandy is a goddamn liar. She more like a pathological Christian Rock liar at this point. She is a damn liar. She is a liar. And quiet as it's kept, Brat, you too. Pay attention to how the system makes sure it protects each other. When it's like I look at the celebrity game like the Boule people. They all help up for each other. And everybody's on this, it is in on this secret joke that none of us know about. I don't trust none of these bitches. Shut up, Brad, before we get the niggas to coming out about your past. Talking about you a dagger. You a half a dagger. You ain't even a full dagger. They say you had coochie all up and down the doggone Chicago, Atlanta area. Let's get into it.
I just don't understand why he keep talking about it. Why is he saying that she lied on this and she lied on that? Like, what is the problem? As a man, I'm not used to men doing this. Like, you is so pressed and it's getting on my nerves. That's why I was like, I don't want to talk about this because Brandy don't deserve this. Whatever happened back in the day, who gives a damn? We don't. Shyne, we don't. You ain't got no songs out. We don't know. We know you went to jail for Diddy because you didn't lie or tell the truth or whatever the case is. Like, okay, already. Let's just stop talking about it.
But if somebody's not claiming you, why are you trying to be? Why are you so pressed to make?
She did lie.
It's nobody's business.
She said she did. I'm like, okay,
whatever.
I'm like, all right, because I know.
But then for you to be like, she lied on this and she said this.
Sound all honorable and all.
Yeah, like it just looked crazy to me coming from a man. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. So Then let it go. Stop talking about it because it's making you look crazy. My goodness.
I mean, yeah, it's just as a man, you don't do that. That's a violation of man law. You don't.
You can smash all day and her hair mashed down in the back. If she said it didn't happen, it didn't happen.
And if she don't claim,
but he never said he smashed. He never said he smashed. He never even alluded to them sleeping together. He never said that. He never said that. He never, only thing he said was, I met her, she was my dream girl. If I said to myself, if she ever got to know Shyne, I'ma have that. He never said he smashed. And Ricky don't know nothing about smashing no woman. He was like, he ain't never, girl, don't start me, Ricky. He never said he smashed. And I don't think that it's fair that a woman can say that I'll give you an example. I'm a woman. Let's say I had an experience with a man. Even if I don't agree with what he's saying, I don't think it's right for me to say that he don't get to express his experience just simply because I'm a woman. That's a feminist ideology. Are you dumb? So because he's a man and I'm a woman, he don't get to talk about our past relationship, but because I'm a woman and he's a man, I can talk about it. We got to be honest.
That mean it wasn't good, even if it did
Come to
happen.
work with her hair mashed down in the back like she been riding a Greyhound bus. Hey, okay, I'm gonna let you have it.
Just leave Brandy alone. She a legend in the game. She getting her star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I saw you climb the walls.
You know what? Shut up.
I saw the tattoo of rest in peace of your grandma on your lower back.
It don't even matter though. No one cares.
But at the end
No
of the
one
day,
cares.
Y'all denying this man's truth. So this is his truth, y'all.
Let Brandy live her life, and whatever she did, whatever she didn't do, it's old. It's old. What you doing today? How about that? Why she getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
And obviously he ain't got nobody now because
Brad, girl, you about to make me say something. You about to make me curse you out. Because if it wasn't for Judy, bitch, you'll be in jail somewhere rubbing cans together. Judy rescued you, Brad. Get me up here. I'm not about to let the Brad do that. Brad, if it were not for big booty Judy, you'd be under a bridge right now, trying to hope that somebody hire you to sing Funktified. Brad was broke, poor, damn near out homeless when Judy came pick you up out the garbage can. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Because see, Brett acting like her career is why she's still relevant. Because it's not. It's not. It's not. Brett was damn near poor and broke under the bridge when Judy came and picked her up and rescued her. You only have what you have because of your bitch. You are Brett, dagger Brett. I'm not going to let you live, bitch. You only have what you have because of Judy. If it were not for Judy, you would not be here. You be on the what they call it, behind the music or some shit like that. We be over here looking at you, and you be doing an interview from a park or something. If it were not for Judy, Brett, you would be nothing. You would be a has-been. We would forget you exist. I'm gonna be honest. If it were not for Judy, we would have forgot about Brett. No shade. Because at least Bow Wow stayed doing tours. We would have forgot about you, Brett. So how you gonna get on here and say, it don't matter what you doing today? What you doing today that ain't tied to your wife? What you doing today? Remember, Judy had to damn near pay all your debt to get you up. Girl, Brett. Because see, this would be making me mad. Let me tell you something. Brad is an industry bitch. Brad, one of them hoes, like I told y'all, who that was yesterday we was talking about. I said they bring it on there. Y'all get the job together. You don't realize they working for corporate. Brad is one of them. Brad, one of them people that it don't matter. Whatever the corporate say, whatever the system is, Brad all for it. Stupid, dumbed up. Yeah, I said what I said. Girl, what is he doing? What you doing? What you doing, nigga mama? What you doing, nigga mama? The fuck? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. These industry hoes got to go. They got to go. All of that systematic industry mindset got to go. It's going. Oh, yeah. It's going. It's going. It's going. And let me say this, because somebody said, like Brad said, Brandy don't bother nobody. So because Brandy don't do press, does that mean anybody who's had any encounter with Brandy can't speak on that? Who the fuck is Brandy? Who's she supposed to be? I'm going to ask y'all again. So Brandy don't do a lot of press. Brandy don't be outside in the streets. So if anybody have an experience with Brandy, they supposed to not be able to say nothing because she Brandy? Who the fuck she supposed to be? Y'all is insane. Idol worshiping. Idol worshiping. You see what I'm saying? Y'all worshiping these idols. Who she supposed to be where we can't speak on her? Who is Brandy supposed to be where we can't speak on her? She a fucking human being. Are y'all insane? Because Brandy also allegedly killed somebody. So where was that? Where was all of that when Brandy allegedly committed homicide? Allegedly. Where was that? Where was y'all? Brandy don't bother nobody when her ass should have been in prison. Where was you? I'm just asking. Where was DaBrat? Where was y'all when she should have been 3 hots in a cot? These people are not who you think they are. They're all hiding behind facades. And when you protect the facade, you are part of the system that keeps the lie going. So continue to protect these raggedy, nothing ass celebrities. I told y'all they're the best and the least amongst us. They are absolutely the best talent-wise and the least character-wise amongst us. But keep worshiping. Keep worshiping. Because Brandy must be somebody I didn't get the memo. Maybe God shot her out through this bitch in the missile and I forgot. I must have been asleep when that happened because I didn't know we can't talk about, girl, fuck Brandy. Girl. And I'm a fan of the music, but fuck her. Said what I said. Let's move on. Girl, I don't care about none of these celebrities. They could all go to hell if you ask me. Even the good ones. I don't care. All you bitches could go to hell because I see what y'all been doing to my people. I see it. It's clear as day. They don't see it. Cool. But I see it. That's why I don't like none of them. If you got a favorite celebrity, you're going to hate me. Get ready. I don't like them. I don't like none of them bitches. Let's move on. Because I don't like them bitches. I know what they doing. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it because y'all hiding by y'all. It's the illusion for me. That's the part that bothers me the most. Because I can't make y'all see what I can see. And I think that bothers me. Now let's move on. Did I have her down here? Yeah, I think we're gonna do Tiny. Let's do Tiny. So Tiny did an interview with Tamron Hall when her show getting canceled. I'm so tired of these girls on this show. You see more of the clips than you see the actual show. Ain't nobody watching that regular ass shit. Girl, anyways, what's the girl name? Tiny was over there on Tamron Hall and she spoke out about 50 Cent. And basically what she was saying was that she felt like the beef between him and Tip should have stayed between him and Tip. And I want to say this. Yeah, we have drag for Tiny. And I think as a culture, we understand that sometimes as a culture that we do things where we drag for each other. Hell, I drag for me. I drag for everybody else too. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of hoes out there dragging for me. Speaking of, Carlissa mentioned me. We'll discuss it later on. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say we drag for each other, but it is never fun when a grown-ass man is literally tearing down a woman. And when I say tearing down a woman, I don't mean mentioning a woman. I'm talking about 50 Cent, who's supposed to be this big, huge music mogul, right? Who's supposed to have everything that anybody could ever want. He gets into it with another man, and instead of him dealing with that man, he reverts to his wife. That's some hoe ass shit. That's that bitch ass nigga behavior. That's BAN behavior. Because I've never known a man, I don't care if it was a physical altercation or not. I just never known a man to have an issue with a man and somehow revert his attention to another woman. Not a man. But when 50 did it, which he's done so often in the past, it gets applauded because he's 50 Cent. But what I'm telling y'all is I'm here for a good troll. I too have clapped for some of the trolling that 50 has done because some of it is funny. But after a while, I started to realize, hold on, this nigga really not a troll. He really like an agitator. Like this nigga really like got a hit list or something. And then I started thinking, who this nigga work for? Who does he work for? It's almost like he got a list of people that he get to do whatever he want to. And I just be like, what in the world? So when he reverted to Tiny, mind you, having a intellectual, because it would have been a rap battle, which would have been intellect. He having an intellectual issue with Tip, and he reverted to Tiny. I think that it shouldn't have taken that for us to realize that 50 is trash, but it did. But ultimately, it's just like, it just shows a lot about 50 Cent. It says a lot about him character-wise. And I've told y'all also, 50 Cent can have all the money and access in that world, but at the end of the day, he get in the bed by himself. He ain't got no wife. Even if he got a girlfriend, he don't have no solid person on his team that he know good, bad, or indifferent, right or wrong. I can trust this person. They gonna be there. He don't have that. That's more valuable than all of the stuff he could ever acquire. You know? He knows he's losing. He only looks like he's winning to people who have a desire and a greed for money. But to anybody who understands what value is in real life, know that 50 been losing. So for him to divert his attention to Tiny was messed up. But then again, you know, at one point I thought we was making it. I thought we was getting there. And then he did the same thing to Clarissa, and half the people was just like, oh, but she deserved it. I'm not going to point out the fact that Tiny is half and half and Clarissa is a nigga. I'm going to let that slide. At any rate, let's get into the fact that Tiny was talking about 50 and saying that he should have basically kept that between him and Tip. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
You feel about being used in this back and forth?
Yeah, well, I felt like it was, of course, uncalled for, because, I mean, I feel like if you're a man and you're dealing with another man, you should keep the beef between you and that man. You know what I'm saying? To bring me in it, it's like, for what?
How do you feel about being used in this? I have to think about all of these years in the business prepares you for these kinds of things.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't as affected as my family was. Like they really felt some kind of way, and I was like whatever, you know what I'm saying. But I appreciate them for wanting to step up, and it was very. I just couldn't ask for that. I didn't know they were gonna do that, especially the money. It was a shock to me. So, it was very different. I already know King is he's gonna go to bat for me at all costs, I
have to think about all of these years in the business.
Shout out to Tiny. Basically what's happening is they're over there raising at least young men who understand how to protect women. Because there was no reason at all for 50 to even bring Tiny up, but he did because it was an easy target, and he's been able to get away with this stuff in the past. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I think that they did the right thing. But I'll say this, had the internet not taken her side, or had the internet had laughed just a little bit more, we wouldn't be here. I think because shout out to the tide that's shifting. Tiny does look pretty here too. She really does. I was thinking that when I was looking at the video. I don't know if she done some more contouring or something, but she does look really pretty here. She does. But I'm saying all that to say, when it comes down to Tiny, she shouldn't have been brought up in it at all. It would be one thing if her and him had a beef, but even if they did, a real man wouldn't even go back with a woman. Go back and forth with a woman, especially in public. You know what I'm saying? But again, these are the people that we praised up like 50 Cent, and he brought that girl in it. And thank God the minute her family decided to step up. And even like she said, Damani, because at the end of the day, Damani is not her child. Damani is not her child. Damani could have let King and Tip handle that, and he would have been well within his rights. And who knows what the history could have been between them. I'm not saying that they had beef, but that's not his mama. He could have been like, oh man, that's crazy, and went about his business. But he did still step up, because regardless of what could possibly be an issue, if there's even an issue, he still realized that there was a grown-ass man attacking the woman. Okay? And I don't want people to get on here and say, but because I understand some of my people could be a little slow. So some of them are going to come and say, but Voodoo, how can you on one hand say that Shyne can say things about Brandy, but then turn around and say 50 can't say things about Tiny? These are two completely different situations. Shyne spoke about an experience that he had with Brandy. And he didn't say anything disrespectful. He didn't even allude to them sleeping together. All he said was she was the love of his life. He spoke on his experience. 50 had zero experience with Tiny. As a matter of fact, he don't even know this lady. He just chose a picture and thought that he could bully her online and thought that he'd get the rest of the world with him. These are two completely separate situations. So for the people in the bike, because they typically come on replay game and they'll try to say, oh, but Voodoo, you just said, it's two completely different scenarios. Two different people, two scenarios, two different situations, two different outcomes. Mind you, I told y'all I believe that the real problem here with 50 is 50 hates what he does not have. It's kind of like the Diddy syndrome. Y'all remember Diddy, one of the reasons why, first of all, what I realized what Diddy was doing this whole time was energy harvesting. That nigga became a billionaire off of energy harvesting, but neither here nor there. What I realized when it came down to the diddler is that Diddy had, wherever he was insecure was the most places where he would attack. So for instance, his bird was small. He had a little bitty bird. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said. I never seen it. Diddy don't come over here dragging for me. They say you're on your way home. Don't get me the line. I heard they say your bird was that lil. That was the word. The bird was lil. Okay. Now, because Diddy's bird is lil and his pockets is big, what did Diddy do? Go around taking everybody old lady. Because his insecurity was at the bird. Does that make sense? So Diddy said, oh, these hoes may not have a good time with me in bed, but don't worry about it. They're going to have a good time with me everywhere else. And what did Diddy do? Go around taking people who had a bird. He took all of their old lady with his money. Now, why is this important? Use Diddy as an example to what these celebrities be out here doing. The reason why I believe that 50 attacks women the way that he do is because that's the one thing he probably really wants. He probably would want nothing more than a solid woman, be it platonic, be it a mother figure, be it a wife, be it a sister or a friend, homie, lover, it don't matter. It's giving to me that the reason why he attacks women the way that he do and even men the way that he do is because the thing that he don't have, all the things that he have, the one thing he don't have is real love. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone that set my heart free. Yay! Yay! I believe it. And I could be wrong because I'm just psychoanalyzing the nigga. But I'm telling you now, I believe that's why he do what he do, because he attacked these people because that nigga got all that money, all that influence, and he get in the fetal position every night by himself. And a lot of y'all might feel like, oh, well, he could just pay strippers. That run out fast. It's nothing worse than having everything you want and not one solid person. I'd rather have the solid person than to have money. That's just me. But everybody different though, honey. Everybody different. Let's move on. Now we got to move to Boosie. Boosie is in trouble. Boosie is facing karma. Told y'all. But before, no, yeah, but let's move to Boosie. I'm not dealing with Dagarissa. I deal with her later. So Boosie is facing karma, and I told y'all that's what's happening. But again, people think that I'm just talking out the side of my neck, which I'll take. So we've already spoke about the first thing happened. Boosie is already battling. Well, he had to battle this lady who called CPS. Remember, we talked about that. The lady called CPS to Boosie's house, and Boosie came online looking for the lady information, found it. Second day, or the same day, another lady came out and said when she was 5 years old, Boosie was dating her mother, and according to her, he essayed her. Essayed her real bad. That's according to what the girl said, okay? So Boosie supposedly essayed the girl when she was 5, and the girl came out and told her story. Boosie since has been getting into it with celebrities, other content creators, and all kinds of stuff because he feels like people should just unequivocally, blindly say Boosie would never. Mind you, we don't know Boosie in real life, but Boosie feels like we're supposed to have this blind loyalty. Now, in the midst of all of this, I told you that Boosie is suffering through karma because the universe is repairing itself. All of the people that did really dirty, devious deeds to get where they are, if you pay attention, they're all falling down. But when it all falls down, they all falling down. Fat, pay attention. Pay attention. They all falling down. So, because they all falling down, some of them are trying to save face, Boosie being one of them. And Boosie want us to believe that these allegations, in which they may be false, but Boosie want us to believe that it's a hit piece after him, which it probably is, but it's all still tied to his karma. Okay? Now, yes, some call it a divine reset. That's exactly what I call it. And remember, energy cannot be destroyed. So the things that are taken from these people in high places got to go somewhere. That's why I tell Black America, do your genealogy, ground, meditate, and pray. Because while all of that stuff gets put out into the universe, you could be up there snatching it. Oops, thank you, universe. Oops, thank you, ancestors. Oh, God, thank you, Most High. Oh, higher self, you gave that to me. Thank you. I never thought. All of that stuff that's getting put out into, let me say it in layman terms for y'all so y'all can understand what I'm saying. During this great reset, and I'm using the air quotes because it's just a thing. During this great reset, power, money, resources, and influence are going to be taken from those at the top. But remember, once it's taken, it has to go somewhere. Energy cannot be destroyed. It just, it just remains what it is. So once the energy, resources, money, and all that stuff come from them, it's got to go somewhere. So you, Black America, once you tap in, once you wake up, get to the Most High, the ancestors, the angels, then you'll start to see an abundance of things happening for you. And you'll start to say, wow, these must be miracles. And in a way, they could be called miracles, but they're really not miracles. The fact of the matter is, all of those people who got to the top doing dirty things are being replaced by the Most High's righteous. The book said, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Now, if the book say that, how you think that's supposed to happen? There has to be a shift in power, an energy shift, okay? So if there's an energy shift, then everything that's being taken away from these people in power is stuck in the atmosphere, waiting on you, Black America. Do your genealogy and do your doggone grounding and praying and meditating, okay? Tap in with the ancestors. Now, why is this important? Boosie is going through hell and high water because now them people that came out here and said Boosie is being sued for somebody getting killed. So apparently there was a video shoot that Boosie did a while back. And according to Boosie, once he got to the video shoot, he found that somebody was killed. And now the family of the deceased victim is suing Boosie. Now I told y'all, Boosie, I told your raccoon out there as this too. They coming for your land, Fefe. They coming for your resources. They coming for your land, and they coming for your money. I told you. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. I said, Boosie, them people coming for your head, boy. And Boosie was on here. I don't know if he heard me or not, but I'm telling y'all this what it is. So here it is now. They want to sue him. They want to sue his ass again and swear to God that he had something to do with somebody being killed at a video shoot. It says Boosie says he's being sued for wrongful death after a fatal incident tied to a video shoot in Florida, claiming it happened before he even showed up and that he had no involvement in what went down. It says he was only there for the video appearance and didn't know anyone in connection. It says, but now he's headed to trial over it. Boosie also added he would have helped the family if they reached out instead of filing a lawsuit. Now let's get into Boosie. Listen, man, pay attention. You know how the book said he will prepare a table for you in front of my enemies or something like that? It's happening. We live in them Bible times. We in Revelations, y'all. Let's get into it.
Oh, let me tell y'all what I got to tell y'all. I got to post this shit on Instagram. I got to tell the world, bro. Now, today, my lawyer called me. I got to go to trial for a wrongful death suit. I had a video in Duval some years back, right? I was featured on the song. Before I got to the video, somebody got. They suing me. The family suing me for wrongful. I can't make this shit up, bro. What the did I do wrong? I'm going to trial. I can't catch a break, bro. Oh, let me tell y'all what I got to tell y'all. Suing me for a wrongful. Let me say it again. I was featured on a song, called to do a video. 2 hours before the video, somebody got. The family suing me for wrongful. And I got a heart, man. That family, they could have called me and say, Boosie, we need a little money for the funeral. We need a little money. I lost my child. We need some money. I would have gave them the money. I got a heart. Suing me for a wrongful. I got a heart. They suing me for wrongful. What the fuck I did? I don't know the person died. I didn't know him. I don't know the people who shot him. I'm from another state. I was just doing my job. How am I responsible? I know something good finna happen to me. I know something finna happen to me good. I already know. I don't even care. I'm ready for whatever. It don't even matter. I got a heart.
Did y'all hear that last part? I know something good finna happen to me. It don't even matter. And word is bond, you are right. Like it or not, Boosie is responsible. It is your video shoot. Rather you had something to do with it, don't matter. Your name on the marquee, nigga. It's no different from if somebody gets shot at a Walmart. You can sue Walmart. We just don't do it. But if somebody go in Walmart and get shot, the family can sue Walmart and say wrongful death. If you had security in this bitch, my family wouldn't have got killed in here. You can really do that. It's a real life thing. Yeah. Do I believe that Boosie has something specifically to do with the murder? No. Hell no. But when your name is on the marquee, you are responsible. And I've never heard of this happening. Maybe it has. I'm just saying I never heard of it. But it's given falling right in line with the universe. That's the universe. Boosie, all of the things that Boosie has acquired, all of the things that Boosie has acquired under that evil banner will be given back. Not just Boosie. All of these big dick deviants. All of them. Mark my words. Mark my words. All of the things that these evil people acquired on the heads and the backs of these people, these good people in these Americas and all across the world, is going back. It's above us. This is at the universe and the Most High and the ancestors level. This is way above us. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Boosie about to get all kind of lawsuits. He about to get all kind of jail threats, all kind of stuff. His health, all of that. And I'm not speaking it to existence. It's coming. Boosie, the things that he have acquired, a lot of people had to die to get them. Allegedly. From what I understand about the Marlo Mike kid, a lot of people died for Boosie to be exactly where he's at, to be able to buy his mama the mansion on the doggone property. It's a beautiful home, mind you. I just saw it. Beautiful home. But a lot of men, a lot of kids, a lot of people died for Boosie to get where he at. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Yay! That's got to come back. God ain't about to let you leave the earth with that. That's dirty money. That's dirty. You, man, watch out. Y'all, I told y'all we in the Bible. This is Revelations. We in there. God not about to let you take that with you, boy. That's got to come back. And the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. I don't know who or what, but that's got to come on back. Love the music, though. Fire ass songs. But it's got to come back. And mind you, can I add to the fact that, like somebody posted earlier, Vlad supposed to be your partner. Everybody in the industry been telling you, and outside the industry been telling you that nigga a fed, but I know you don't care because you a fed. And it never baffled, it baffled me, and it never really made sense to me why you would have Vlad come out and document your land. Fool. That was the documentation they needed to know exactly what to take from your duck ass. Because, see, I know what Vlad showed us. That don't mean that's all the tape Vlad got. Vlad probably got all kind of footage all up and down your land, Boosie. Oh, yeah. He know about all your plans. He know about all the stuff you plan to do with your mama, with the children. Vlad got it all documented. And he giving it right over to the powers that were so that they can be used by the Most High to snatch that shit right up from you. I'm telling you. I called it, and I'm going to keep calling it. It's not an attack on Boosie as a personal person because I don't know him. What I'm telling you is all of the things that we've been told about Boosie, all of the bad, horrible things that he's done, and not just him, all these celebrities. That's why Jay-Z was just out here doing a damn interview. All of the horrible things, all of the heads these people stepped on to get where they're going, all of the bridges these people burnt, all of the horrible things they've done to people, poor people, people who needed it, it's all coming back. All of that. You're not gonna just ride off into the sunset with that shit. Maybe 30 years ago, but not today. Not while we living in Revelations. That's gotta come back. It's coming back. But at any rate, he's sitting up there hollering about something good gonna happen. I don't know if he was being sarcastic, because I don't think anything good is about to happen to Boosie at all. I just don't see it. I just don't see anything good happening in the future. I'm not saying it can't. I just see a trajectory of going down, not up. That's why he's sitting up here saying, I'm just ready for whatever. Let me let him say it. He know it's coming. Let me tell you one thing about a nigga who know he dirty. He know when it's coming. Look at Boosie.
I know something finna happen to me. I know something finna happen to me good. I already know. I don't even care. I'm ready for whatever. It don't even matter. I got a heart.
Like he say, it don't even matter. He know. His karma ain't my business. I'm just here to put it out there to you because I want you to not only see Boosie, because this is happening in your real life, at your job, at home, in your neighborhood, in the social settings you hang out in. This is happening in real life. There's a huge energy reset. It's real. Yay. All of you people running around here without convictions, all of you people running around here without hearts for humanity and other people. Oh, yay. Y'all about to roll out. I'm telling y'all. Now let's move on. Get the likes up on the video. Let me read a couple of more super chats. Y'all like the video, please? Let me stop sharing this. Hold on. Like the video, y'all. Lady Tay Stan, thank you so much for being a member for 17 months. Says, hey boo, love you. I just self-published my first children's book and I'm starting a podcast thanks to you. Oh my God. Man, I'm happy for you. You know what? This is a funny story, but not funny story. You know, I have helped more people on YouTube than in real life. Not because I'm saying anything different on YouTube than I've ever said in real life. And anybody who know me in real life, you know I'm not lying because I've said the same things to y'all. These people just wouldn't listen to me because it came from me. I'm saying the exact same thing to you on YouTube that I've said to people in real life my whole life. I am not, I swear to God, God can take me now. I am not, this ain't no mask. What you getting is me. I've been doing this same thing since I come in the world. And everybody who I know in real life would rather swear to God they didn't get the information from me and they came up with it themselves, or they completely ignore me simply because it came from me. And every time I get anybody who contact me via email, who contact me via Snapchat, Cash App, whatever, however y'all contact me and say, oh, Vu, you inspired me to do this. Oh, Vu, you inspired me to do that. It is then and only then I know that I don't need them people that I came from by. As a matter of fact, stay far away from me because you bitches are not my tribe. I found my tribe. I got my tribe because my tribe are like-minded people who want to do better and do more. And I'm not saying that everybody I know don't want to do better because a lot of them do. But what I'm saying is when you go through a healing process and you start making changes for yourself and you want to see change for others, it manifests and you really stay far away from them people. You stay far, far away from them people. I'm good. Stay over there. Y'all still doing the same shit we was doing 20 years ago. Stay over there. I am fine over here. So I sure appreciate you, Lady Tay, coming on here saying that you starting a podcast and you publish your first children's book. That's my mission. That's my job. That's the job that the Most High came to give me. One of many. But one of many is to inspire others to go after themselves. Go after what you want. It ain't for me to tell you to join no system. It's for me to tell you to tap in, see who you are, and go after who you are. I am grateful, beyond grateful. Beyond grateful. And this is why I tell y'all every day before I get off the live, pay it forward. I said, you ain't got to pay me back. Pay it forward because this is the system that's going to help us get out of this slavery. You get it? But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the building and anybody who I could have helped in any way. Thank you for allowing me to help you, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Diva Kika, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did you hear about the fire at the courthouse? I saw that. Thank you so much, boo. Miss Marmar 89, thank you for the super chat. Says, you look amazing, Vu. Just wanted to celebrate Jarvis Butt. Yeah, Jarvis Butts found dead in prison. I saw that. So the guy who raped and killed the little girl, what her name was? Naziah Harris. We spoke about that case. The guy who was found guilty of unaliving her, and they still hadn't found her body. They found him dead in a prison cell. I don't know if he did it himself or if somebody else did it. But either way, they found him dead. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Money Mo, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, it's my birthday, Vu. Hashtag babe is a new wave. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, motherfucking money making Mo. Happy birthday, boo. I hope you enjoy your day, month, year, week, everything. Enjoy. Happy birthday. Willie D, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Vu, all my assigned doctors are at Meharry Medical, which is an HBCU. Nice. And hospital here in Nashville. Vast majority of the doctors are foreign. Wow. So you mean to tell me the mass majority of doctors at an HBCU, is that what you're saying, are foreign? That is insane. But I'm telling you, Black America, the reason why you have so many foreign doctors is because everybody's coming in to operate on you. Remember the game Operation? That little funny looking man that was shaped out in the game, that's you. That's why all these foreigners coming in here to work, they ain't coming here to work on each other. They come here to work on you. You're the specimen because you're the God. You just don't know it yet. Thank you, Willie D. By Belina Buns, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did you see Rock has a warrant? Might be at Blues. Yes, we'll discuss it later on. Meet me at the dollhouse. We coming back to Joce, baby. We coming back to Joce. Thank you. Jalissa Rucker, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, boo, I'm 19 and 6 months preggo, and I want to have a natural birth, but they scaring me to get an epidural, and I'm not really wanting it no matter the pain. Don't do it. I had my baby at 19. So first of all, congratulations. I know it's about to be scary as hell. It is. And you know what you want. You do it. I'll give you a story from myself, Jalissa. Maybe this will help you. I got pregnant on my 19th birthday. And I had my daughter December 30th. I got my birthday on the 13th. I had my baby in December. And right before it was time to go in labor, I had been in labor for, I want to say like 20 something hours. No, I'll say about 18 hours. And they were trying to come in and they gave me some potassium to induce the labor. That didn't work. So then they came back and they told me that I needed to have a C-section because they said her heart rate was dropping. I remember I cried, like real tears, because they came in with the razor. They started shaving me and everything. And they said, we gotta do the C-section because her heart rate is dropping. It could hurt her and you. And so I'm crying. I'm begging the doctor while they shaving me. The people coming in, they ain't listening to nothing I'm saying. I'm begging, please, Lord. And I'll never forget. I was in the bed on my back, obviously. And I'll never forget clasping my hands together and saying, God, please don't let these people cut on me. Please don't allow these people to cut my stomach open. I remember saying it, and I kept looking back at the doggone thing as they telling me the heart rate gonna drop and da-da-da-da. And I remember saying, I don't care about none of that, Lord, please. And sure as I got a nose on my face, I did not get a doggone C-section. I didn't. I had my baby vaginally. I'm saying all that to say, you. If you don't want an epidural, do not allow you being 19 step in the way of you saying I ain't getting it. And don't allow these people who's supposed to be the professionals and say they know more than you to tell you that you don't know what you want. If you know what you want and don't want, stand on it. Black American women, you are your own advocate. Not these other black doctors, not these foreign doctors. Nobody is your advocate. You are your only advocate. So I would say to you, Jalissa, baby, first of all, congratulations. And then secondly, stand on your square. Pray. God got you. Because I swear to God, I sat there and prayed in that bed, and that man came back and checked the monitor again, and her heart rate was back to normal. It was like a miracle on my soul. God could take me now if I'm lying. Girl, it was like a miracle. Them people had done shaved me up and everything, was ready to roll me through. I said, sir, can you please check it one more time? That man checked that damn heart rate monitor machine, and he said, oh, it's back to normal. Stand on your square, baby girl. Stand on your square. God got you. The ancestors got you. You ushering in a star seed. You good. Stand on your square, my love. Don't let them bully you, okay? Daisha, thank you for the super chat. Says, in the hospital, when they pull on our heads to get us out, that misaligns our atlas bone in the spine, which is directly connected to our crown chakra. Wow, I believe that. I believe it. I ain't even done no research, and I believe that. It sounds right. Everything they do is for a reason. That's why Black American women start getting doulas, midwives. Come up out of them hospitals if you don't have to be in there. Some people have to, I get it, but if you don't, come up out of there. Robin Thick, thank you for the super chat. Says they worship them PK kids too. Preachers kids. Oh, girl. I synced it with my own eyes. They worship preachers kids, and they be the worst ones in the church. Yes, they do. Worship them down to the ground. I know you ain't lying, Robin Thick. Done synced it. Remember, I didn't go to church all throughout my formative years. I did go to Baptist church up until like middle school. But when I tell you I was in the gospel choir, oh yeah. They worship, yes, they do worship them down. It's sick. It's weird. Thank you, boo. Dimple Poppin', thank you for being a member for 16 months. Says, my great-grandmother had her kids at home in the 40s. The people came to their houses to do the birth certificates, and they would put the wrong birthdays. Actual folks. Facts. You know, back in the day, a lot of people don't know this, but they'll let you have your babies at home, and they come by and they do the birth certificate there. And yeah, not only were they messing up names on purpose, races, identities, all of that. They was doing all of that on purpose. It was kind of a way to punish the Black Americans for not going into the hospitals, if it made sense. It's crazy. Thank you so much. Lashes Pure Organic, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Says, good afternoon, Queen Voodoo. Did you hear Jarvis Butts unalived himself? Yeah, I read that one. Thank you, boo. Robin Thick, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, we as Acorn men and women, we need to collectively take accountability and forgive each other, right? Then we can build and collaborate and thrive. Facts. Let me just say this to everybody out here. I don't like the man versus woman thing because now is the time for us to unite, not to be separated. So the reason why I get upset when I see feminist women or even them niggas, them red pill niggas, it grinds my gears because I understand that either side is a problem. We got to get off of that. That shit dead. We had our feel of that during COVID. We off of that. It's time for unity now. We're not doing that. Thank you, Robin Thicke. Bobby Rodriguez. Thank you so much for making it rain. Let me get the Make It Rain music up here. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, every time your show comes on, my boys start dancing and hopping around to the intro. When you pop up, my oldest get my youngest and say, come on, let mom and Miss Vu told y'all. Vu, no, it says, let mom and Miss Vu. LOL. Let mom and Miss Vu talk. I got it. Love you, Vu. Have to crash the replay or catch the replay. I'm at work. Well, enjoy yourself at work and tell them babies I say, hey, a lot of these sure love this intro. It ain't mine. It's for Big Chew. But shout out, man. A lot of people, kids love this intro. My own nieces and nephews love it. It's crazy. Thank you so much, Bobby. And Jamila, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Vu, you are the inspiration. That energy come back. Keep putting that positive energy out. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you. And hey, it's Trey. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Vu, Jesus said a prophet is without honor in his own home, meaning the people who you know best are often the ones who respect you least. Fendi facts. Fendi facts. I had to leave home to get some respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. Let me stop. Let me stop for somebody I know really feel played. Oh, well, said what I said. Now, let's move on. We got to get into this airport bit, y'all. Airport hoax still in full effect. Some of y'all might say, well, Voodoo, what's the airport hoax? The airport hoax is to get you down there to harvest your energy through lines and things of that nature. What I'm finding as I pay attention to this airport bit is if you go at certain times of the day, there's literally nobody at the airport. But if you go other times, or if you wait for Twitter to tell you, they'll show you all kind of lines all out of the back and all kinds of stuff. This is what I call the portal to harvest your energy, Black America. This is why I tell Black Americans, if you are to travel, please do not fall in the line of the people getting frustrated, because that is the way to harvest your energy, okay? They're creating this traffic at the airports. Yes, TSA workers are not getting paid, but that is not why the airport is doing what it's doing. This is done on purpose, okay? So this is the airport hoax. It is designed for you to get in this portal, quote unquote airport, and to lose your minds, from long lines to rude customers to not having people there to help you with things. This is all by design, okay? Now, let's get into what's this boy, my little cousin, Chaotic, on his airport report day 2. Let's get into it, or at least part 2.
Y'all, it's your boy Chaotic. I'm here at the airport. Y'all see what the line looking like. Yeah, you gotta take me in. Y'all see what the line look like at the airport. Look at that. Y'all see what that line look like? Yo. Y'all see what that line look like over there? Tell them we ain't doing that. Tell them we got a whole nother route, y'all. Ooh, look at my feet. It started instantly. The moment I got out in the car to get to the airport, my feet just instantly start working. Ooh, them feet tingling. Hey, girl, what's up, girl? Yeah, man, it's bad up in the airport, though. Look at that line over there. What's up, baby girl? Say hi. Look at the line over there, y'all. Look at the line. The line is crazy over there.
Yeah, we about to go security now.
Yeah, we about to go through security. The line is crazy over there. Look at the line. Listen, everybody that watched this video, y'all need to tap in with my boy, because guess what? The airport is crazy. And if y'all want to get my plug, y'all gonna have to create content with him, and y'all gotta listen to his music. That's the only way y'all gonna get my plug. Delta. Yeah, Delta. That's the only way y'all get my plug. If y'all don't come trim like that, y'all ain't listening to his music and rocking with him. Y'all do not get my. You can't get past that. Like, tell him, bro. Can't get past shit. You gotta live what they gotta do. Listen to your music, and they gotta do some content with you. Yeah, and I go by Triple M. And he go by Triple M, and you gotta follow him and tag him. And he gonna get you through the door. They be like, everybody like, hey, Alex, so the line's so long, how you gonna get through it? Hey man, when you plugged in, you plugged in. If you know you, hey man, say man, you heard me. Yeah, y'all, look at that and look at me. Look at you, look at you, and look at us. All my niggas go bug. Ooh, look y'all, look y'all, look y'all. Look at that, y'all. I'm gone. We're gonna show y'all what we got to. We got here. And we got here in like 15 minutes. 19 minutes we got here. We got through everything and we got right here in 19 minutes. How you going, sir? Yeah, I got my boy the pass. It goes to show y'all, man, when you injured, right? When you injured, it just goes to show every injury ain't a bad injury. Because if it wasn't for this injury I had, I wouldn't have made it through the airport. For the moral of the story, guys, if you come to the airport and you know you hurt, you got to be hurt and injured. You got to have some type of injury. If you hurt, you tap in with him. Triple M go get you right, but you got to be injured. Got it? Come that day like, oh, man. All right, brother. Appreciate you. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Chaotic. I'm here.
My boy Triple M is making a hustle at the airport. I'm pretty sure he booked and busy right now. But again, the lines are long again on purpose. And you know, I always wondered when I be seeing people in them chairs, I be saying, I know your ass ain't hurt. I be saying it. Especially this one dude. Every time I fly to New Orleans, this one man always on my flight and he always in the chair, but he always well dressed. And I always be saying to myself, hell no. I know this nigga ain't hurt. I be saying it. Now I know it. Anyways, the lines are back long, but again, it's for propaganda. Remember, we tied it into the energy crisis. We talked about that. For those of you who don't understand what's going on with the energy crisis, there's an energy crisis going on across the world, not America, the world, that's causing over in China and in other places. They've already shut down to where people can't go to work because they don't have oil, energy, resources. So they got people all over the world that's suffering right now through the energy crisis. They're talking about possible blackouts. Okay? They talked about that as well. Now, in America, we hadn't gotten that. What we're starting to get is the travel situation, and they're going to blame it on TSA, which is not. Even though the TSA thing is happening, that's not why the flights are backed up. I believe, my conspiracy theory is that the energy crisis that's going on the other side of the world is slowly but surely creeping to America, and they can't start us off the way they starting them off because we got too much access to too much knowledge, and plus we're here, the Black Americans. We're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe like we did before. But what they're doing is slowly but surely creeping that energy crisis over into America so that we too can be jacked up. So that at some point they can get us under some sort of blackout system or something like that. They want to restrict us, put us back in the lockdown. 23-1, 3 hots in a cot. You understand it. We all was locked down in 2020. So stop acting crazy. Don't be Jim Crow slow or slavery stupid. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I believe, this is just me, I believe that they're trying to connect those things together. So I'm keeping an eye on both. Do not give it your energy. Just make sure you understand what's happening around you, because they're making sure they lay this whole airport thing on thick. Look at this. This is what is BWI? Is that Baltimore? Look at Baltimore's airport. Now, if you let them tell it, If you let the media tell it, like I said, they'll make it seem like, oh, this is all a bunch of stuff due to the TSA workers. Like I said, while the TSA workers is a real thing, that is not why these airports are the way that they are. Look, this is all done by design. Made up traffic to go inside of these airports to do exactly what it's doing. It's made up, y'all. It's not real. This is not real traffic. I mean, it's real. The people are in line. But the reason why the people are in line is not real. I hope I'm making sense to somebody out here. So the airport hoax continues. Remember, in today's time, people care more about energy. Energy is the only thing that's keeping these people afloat. These things, these beings afloat. They're using these portals to harvest your energy, and it has been working flawlessly. Please don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. If you have issues with patience, like I used to have bad, I personally would tell you just don't travel. Because to travel into something like this is to literally set yourself up for a kill. And that's what they want you to do. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all. The government knows that we travel. They look at data and metrics. They know, especially now around the springtime, we outside. They know this. Not just Black America, the world. So they pick these crises to happen around the time they know we about to be outside so we can be affected the most. It's designed. It's done by design. Don't fall for it, okay? Now we got to move on. If you got to travel, like I say, and you got bad patience, just don't go to the airport. Drive. If driving is off the table, just don't go. Or you can do like I've been thinking about recently, doing a train trip. You know, I took a train one time before Katrina. I remember I took a train to Chicago from New Orleans. Bitch, that train was 3 days to get there. It took me 3 days to get to Chicago. However, I made it. But the point I'm making is this. It was a nice ride. The ride wasn't bad. The ride was not bad at all. It just was long as hell, but it wasn't bad. Okay. But ultimately, some people are now getting into the train system. And I told y'all, remember we talked about that on the chat, that the train is the next form of transportation they want everybody to use predominantly. Remember? I don't know if y'all know this. If you don't remember, I'll speak on it again. So the next main form of transportation that the government wants to use is the train. Why? Because they can control mass movements of people all at once. They can tell you which way in which you go. If most of the people use a train, they can control your movement. You see what I'm saying? So now they're going to make this energy crisis what it is with this Earl and all this other stuff, right? And it's going to be an issue with gas. As a matter of fact, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, I saw the gas thing started coming up in America. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up. I'm glad I brought that up. Drink some water. Lord have mercy. Look at this, y'all. Now, this is overseas. Pay attention. This is overseas. Look at the people overseas at the gas station waiting for gas. Mind you, this is coming here. It's inevitable. It's coming. Check it out. Look. This is overseas. The people in line for gas. Look, it's coming. Be prepared. Be prepared. It's coming. It's on the way. I'm not saying that for y'all to go run out and fill up buku gas tanks and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is it's almost like seeing a crack in the windshield and you can almost guesstimate where it's going to go. That's what I'm doing. I saw the crack and I'm guesstimating where the crack and how far it's going to go. And what I'm telling y'all is that gas issue is coming to America. No pun intended. But it's coming to America if it haven't already made it here. It's all connected. It's all tied. Remember, they want you control. They want to control your every movement. So the train would be ideal because they can control large groups of people at one time. Okay. Now, if they keep the train in play and make that to where you have to move on their dime, meaning it's hard for you to get fuel, it's hard for you to get oil, it's hard for you to fuel up whatever transportation you have, then they have more control. I hope that made sense. But I'm saying all that to say that gas energy thing is coming. It's coming. It's coming. They want to be able to control what you do, how you do, where you do it, and how you do it at. I'm telling you, that's what's coming up. Be prepared. I just think of that song. Be prepared for the rule of a century. Be prepared. Is that Lion King? Yay. Y'all know I'm a lame at heart. I used to memorize songs on TV shows and commercials and stuff. And even though I hated animated movies, my brother watched I did like Lion King. I will say I liked the Lion King. And I remembered all the songs in there. Be prepared. Scar. You just had to be there. You had to be there. Let's move on. Now let's get into these racist Hispanics. Let's get into it. So y'all, I've told y'all that Hispanics are racist. I don't think that all Hispanics are racist because I don't think all people are one of anything. However, I know culturally, collectively, Hispanic people are racist. Why? Because inherently, by history, that's who they are. If you understand the current Hispanic population that you see on earth today, then you'll understand that these people are Cabbage Patch Kids, Johnny-come-latelys. These people are not the true people that they say that they are. So the Mexican that you see who claims that he's Mexican, he's not the Mexican. He's a Cabbage Patch Kid. He's fake. He's a clone. Created character. The Puerto Rican that you see, the Dominican that you see, the Spanish that you see, all of these people with these racially ambiguous, the Hawaiian that you see, the Filipino that you see, the Asians that you see, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Taiwanese, all of them people, they are not the real people. They are cosplaying actors. They are not the real people. The real people of those lands look like me and you. So because those people know that, we don't know this. Us Black Americans in America, we aren't taught this. Unless we seek this information out ourselves, we don't even know this is a thing. So because of that, because we Black America don't know this and they do, they suffer with that. They deal with that all the time. Now they have to come to America and play nice with the Negroes, even though in their minds they know back home they wouldn't dare even sit next to us. They wouldn't dare do it. But in America, they have to leave behind, or at least act like they're leaving behind their racist ways and their racist ideologies to play Black and brown coalition with a bunch of niggers. It grinds their gears. I'm telling you. And because we're in the age of Aquarius, which is the age of knowing, not the age of thinking, we're getting a lot of truth that comes out. Now, these quote unquote brown people that cosplay into our communities like they're one of us only come do that because they know that they're stealing from us. Stealing energy, resources, culture, language, food, everything that they get from being associated with us help and benefits them, and it literally takes away from us. They know it. So much so they'll steal from us, and then they'll turn around and tell us that it's all of our culture. Or you didn't create that. That ain't yours. That's that low-key racism coming out of these conquistadors. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. The representative of these countries that you see today are not the real people. They are descendants of conquistadors, along with a few Cabbage Patch Kids, some NPCs, some clones. They are not the true people. They are racist AF. Not everybody. Use your discernment. Collectively, they are racist. I done said it till I'm black in the face, and I'm already black. Here come a Hispanic guy who's going to tell you, who's a child of some of these racist people. He's going to tell you himself, okay? Now, you can take what I'm saying and call me crazy. I would love to know what you got to say about this young kid who's going to tell you straight out of his own mouth that his people is racist AF. Let's get into it. And mind you, this is the worst part. Of all the Latinas, I'm not a Latina, but I heard about the hierarchy around there. And from what I heard about the hierarchy, they say that the Mexicans is so far at the bottom of the totem pole that even the other Hispanic and Latin speaking or Latin colored people that's over there don't want nothing to do with the Mexicans. Whole time this story is about this brother. Shout out to this young man. He not a brother, but shout out to this young man. He come from a Mexican background. So the lowest on their totem pole still look at us like we beneath them. I was about to say something real bad. Let's get into this man's story, y'all. Get the likes up.
It's probably going to piss people off, but this has to be said. And I speak only from my experience and coming from a Hispanic household. Us Hispanics, we are racist against black people. Let's not fucking lie. Let's not cap. Hispanics are fucking racist against blacks. But let me explain. But I feel like a lot of us aren't racist in the way of like being like fucked up or mean it in a bad way. It doesn't justify being racist, but I feel like it's more like we keep it between the family type racist. But then again, there's also those Mexicans that actually take the racist like serious and they're actually like fucked up racist. So there's two, but I'm talking about like the funny racist that I think a lot of us Mexicans and Hispanics can relate to. Like especially our Hispanic dads, whenever they see a black guy, for sure it's always like ir a ese mayate, ese mayuga, ese prieto, ese negro, just like all these. Like, why do you have to call them all that when you see them, you know? And of course we try to tell them like, no, like don't say that. Like, why you, pa que les dices eso? Like, why are you calling them that? Like, I got black homies, like they're cool. And of course, just being your hard-headed Hispanic parents, like, nah, son bien rateros, like they steal, they always start problems, they're loud, they're annoying. Like, we try to protect them, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like saying like we're racist, because you know we speak English, the kids speak English, you know, we got black friends, of course. So we try to defend it, but our parents are just so hard-headed, they're just, to them it's like, no, it's like that's what they are, just because they see all the bad shit on TV, so they want to just, they think that about every black person just because they see one bad thing about one black person.
And let me say this, I'm not buying that shit no more. I'm not buying that from no foreigner. I'm not buying that y'all seen something on TV and went with the move, because you motherfuckers ain't that slow. That's an excuse that they use as well. They love to use the excuse about, oh, this was the image that was fed to us. It's cap. Stop letting them say that to you. That's a way to hide behind the racism so they won't have to take full accountability. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. We not doing that. We not listening to none of that bullshit. Y'all is racist because that's who you are.
Basically, big time stereotypes. Like, even if you bring a black friend over, like, they're still racist towards him. They're not gonna say it to him, but like to you, like, ¿y este pinche negrito qué? Or like, this little black kid what? Like, stuff like that. Like, they'll say it like in a playful type way, not in like I said, not in the fucked up way. But still, like, at the end of the day, like, we're still fucking racist. Or like, if like for example, like me and my brother, like, we like soccer and we'd go play, you know, you get together with friends. A lot of our African and black friends would come play. Like, obviously my dad was cool with all of them and everything. But you'll like, obviously when we see them, when you get to the field or something between me and my brother and my dad, it'd be like, yes, my yuguillas. Like, he started talking to shit about the black guys. In a funny way, like, he's just being funny, but still, like, it's always about the black dudes, like, talking shit about them. Like these little fucking black kids, like just spitting the shit like that, you know? But when it comes to like girls dating black dudes, oh yeah, I feel like that's the big fucking issue. Like, the world ends. Like, I feel like that just really brings out the racists and Latinos. I don't know why. Like, now that I'm older, like, why do you guys get so mad just because a black guy dates a Mexican girl, your daughter? Like, why? Just because he's black? Like, I feel like, to me, I feel like a lot of Hispanic dads or Mexican dudes get mad when a girl's dating a black guy, because the first thing they think is they got a big, you know what. But I'm like, why? Like, why does that? Like, you assume every black dude has a big, you know.
And that's not the truth.
And that's not true. I've met girls that have told me not every black guy has a big, you know.
Or don't.
they haven't had that experience with every black dude. So
let me be the first to say that is a lie. Even though I wish it was true, that is a lie. I've had many disappointing times, but that's not about me. This is the perk. They don't mind procreating with us when they want to procreate for longevity, when they need our genes. That's why they didn't mind procreating when they first got there, so that they can hurry up and get the genetics in them. But after that, they don't want to socially procreate with you. No, they only do it for survival. Yes, they will sleep with a black person for survival. Absolutely. And typically how it works is someone who's not Black American sleeps with a Black American for survival. Then they go back and create and procreate with their own people. And it keeps the genetics, but gives the offset an illusion of whatever race they already were. So my thing is, they mad, yeah, because the penis thing may be bigger. That's a myth, but they want to be racist when it's convenient to them. They don't want to be racist. I mean, or let me say this: they want to accept us when it helps them, when they need longevity for their genes to last. Because I tell y'all all the time, if it weren't for Black Americans, a lot of these nations wouldn't be. They literally die off. Literally. Not just with Black America, even in Africa. A lot of them Asian nations would have died off if they wasn't procreating out there. Wherever there's melanin, they procreate for survival, for longevity, to last. They don't mind doing it to last. They just don't want to do it for love. Because they know, this is what they know. If they were to procreate with us at an average rate, it would literally, they would disappear. They would no longer be. We got the dominant genetics, not them. These are the clones. They don't want to be bred out. So what they do is tell their kids and tell each other to stay far away from us. Yeah, go procreate to get some genetics. But other than that, stay far away from them niggers. That's what's going on.
even if it was true, like, who cares? Like, why is that triggering you? That a black guy might have a big chile and he's piping down your daughter. Like, regardless, big or not, he's piping her down. So why does it matter if it's big or not? I feel like that's the biggest issue. I feel like a lot of us Mexicans are insecure.
Kiana said they have a slogan saying, make sure the next generation is white. Yes. And I want to explain that to you, Kiana, and not just to you, for those who don't understand what I'm saying. When I say that they want to make sure that they only procreate for survival, that means when they first meet these civilizations, they do procreate for survival. They have to procreate with the melanated people. If they don't, in 2 or 3 generations, they die. In order to maintain these generations, 6, 9, 12 generations, every so often, some of them do have to continue to procreate with black people. Otherwise, they would die. So when I'm saying that they don't want to, when you say they want to keep the next generation white, yes, they do. It kind of goes in line to what I was saying. They only want to procreate with us when it's acceptable for genetics. But when it's social, meaning how we want to look, how do we want to present, then you're right. They do not want to procreate with us. That's social procreation. They don't want to do that. They don't want to bleed themselves out and turn black. They don't want us to think that they can be cool with us. You see what I'm saying? They only want to procreate with us to get a little genetics and keep it white. That's all. So it's kind of like we're kind of like saying the same thing, if it makes sense. You're saying like they want to keep it white. They do until they need them genes. Then they don't want to keep it white. Why you think, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Jade and Alexis. Jade and Alexis had babies with Blueface, right? Jade and Alexis come from a racially ambiguous background, but for the most part, it looks more Mexican and Italian or something like that. If Jaden's little girl and Jaden's little boy go back to the Mexican community and procreate, they children gonna damn near look Mexican. If they don't look Mexican all the way. Once Journey and Jaden, or Journey and the little boy, go procreate and have they Mexican children that's gonna damn near look Mexican, once they children procreate, they back full Mexican. You never know it. You get it? So yes, They don't mind having 1 or 2 of them go in there, get the black genes, because we need that to survive. But once we get them genes, we got to go back racist. We got to go back to hell no, we not procreate with them. Even though, remember, the reason why they even have a tone to their skin, a lot of people will tell you it's because of the sun. And yes, the sun do play a part, but do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Not only does the sun make their skin have a tone to it, that procreation, that breeding in with the melanated people, the real Mexicans, that's what give them the tone in their skin. They just won't tell you that. They'll swear to God it's a tan. Cap though, kibbity cap. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Or Hispanic dads that a black dude might have a big chile, and that's why they get mad. But I don't see why. She's gonna get piped down regardless, and I feel like they use that as an excuse to be even more racist towards black guys. But I feel like all this racist shit needs to stop, and getting mad because your daughter is dating a black guy, and like I feel like all this shit should stop. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was funny when I was younger. You know, you're younger, you don't know any better, you're just fucking around with your dad and your uncles or whatever, your family. But now I'm like, why? Like, there's no reason to talk shit about them just because they're black. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I got black homies, Barber's black. Like, there's no reason to be saying shit like that, you know? Even if it's playing around. And I'm not trying to justify, like I said, like, even though my dad's playing around and we're playing around, like, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys still consider that racist? Even though some families don't mean it in like a fucked up way? Or no? Like, what do you guys think? Because at the end of the day, my dad still fucks with black dudes. Like I said, our friends, he goes up to.
It don't matter if your daddy cool with black people. If your dad's mindset contributes to a systematic or a system that keeps the other black people down, then yes, your daddy racist. If your daddy knowingly walks around with that mindset, then yes, he is inherently racist. Yes, I don't give a damn how many of them niggas he dap up. I don't care if he have coronas with him after work. I don't care if they get together and put empanadas on the grill. I don't give a damn. If your daddy has a systematic mindset that keeps the nigga up under his foot, then yes, you and your daddy racist as fuck. Say what I said. Because see, Black America, this message ain't for them. This message is for you. Because gone are the days where we allow these people come over here, dap us up. Oh, I love y'all culture. And it gets us blind to what's really going on. We got to be able to look past all of that. Yes, they are racist. I don't care how many friends they got. I don't care if they got baby daddies and baby mamas in the community. If you have that same systematic mindset or you part of that system, you are racist.
Them like, oh, hey, what's up? You know, like they say what's up to my dad. Like all my black homies have been cool with my dad. Even though my dad just talks shit about all of them, low key.
See?
But he still says what's up to them. He still respects them. That's the thing. He's not fucked up to them. He respects everybody the same. He just talks shit about black guys. That's all I'm trying to say.
Jealousy.
And I know a lot of you Hispanic dads, and
the reason why your dad is sitting his fat ass down somewhere looking like Mario Brothers, talking about niggas, is because he knows that he's inferior. His goddamn calves size of my forearm. He's short, he little, his bird little, he can't hardly work it. The only ones like it is them little bitty Hispanics. And every time he see a black man with all his melanin and glory, and he know that schlong probably swinging from side to side, it makes him feel a type of way. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it's jealousy. That's why your daddy sit around all day worried about what a nigga doing. Because ain't no nigga nowhere worried about what a Hispanic doing. Nowhere. Every time he go to the bathroom and he pee on his pants because his bird won't reach out his little zipper. Every time he got to think about a nigga. Yeah, he mad. I'd be mad if I was pissing on my zipper too. In real life though.
have people like that in your family that be talking shit about black people. So don't be fucking lying. But like I said, I got black friends. I'm not racist. I just feel like I should call it out how it is. I know a lot of Hispanics be doing this shit. Some mean it in a playful way, playful / fucked up way, but some actually mean it like for real. But I feel like that shit should stop. We need to unite. We need to be cool. Stop stereotyping. But like I said, some of our parents are just too hard-headed. They're not going to get it. But what do you guys think about this? You guys go through this? Your fam like that? Let me know. Drop it in comments. God bless. Have a good one.
All their family like that, man. And this why, again, I'm not from New York or California or Texas or Florida where they got a lot of Hispanics at. So like I said, I may be operating from a place of ignorance. But I ain't gonna lie. Every time I used to see, and even to this day, when I see Black Americans come to me and tell me that I should accept these people, I be thinking in my head, nigga, you a fool. I don't give a damn how cool you is with these people. I don't give a damn how much y'all play jump rope, jumping jacks. I don't give a damn if you niggas play it all the way up to 18. These people come from racist backgrounds. And I don't give a damn how cool they seem to be. I'm going to always remember that. I ain't gonna never put that to the back of my head. And you know what's crazy? Like I tell Black Americans, y'all don't even be in them people's house. Them people don't even let you come in their house. And you want me to accept them as a friend? Boy, bye. Man, y'all done lost it. Y'all done lost. These people are inherently racist because they know the truth. You are the only one who don't know the truth. They are inherently racist because they know who you are. They know what you're capable of. Everything that you are is bigger than anything they could fathom. That's why all these races, Black or in between, come to America to hate you, Black America. You know, I was thinking about the slave trade, and I resent the fact that people are going around saying that, you know, they just kidnap some random Africans from Africa to bring them over to America and create this civilization that we know today. That is very disrespectful because first of all, the whatever group of people that built this place are an extraordinary group of people that cannot be duplicated. We haven't had buildings the way that these so-called people have built since. Why? Because the people who built it are walking around blind with a blindfold on. All of these people know who you are. The reason why they didn't go get Africans from Africa is because they know that them Africans are not you, Black America. You are the first entrepreneurs. You are the first master masons. You are the first engineers. You are the first mathematicians. You are the first doctors. You are the first lawyers. You are the first Indian chiefs. You are the first. They can't, even if they went all of Africa and scoured Africa, they would not find a group of people like the nigger. It's just impossible. So you have to know that this so-called slave thing was very specific to a specific group of people. It was not to all melanated people. Because if that was the case, they would have built up Africa the way they built up America over here. Africa would have been built up like that over there. By that logic, if it's just about Black people, melanated people, then Africa would be a freaking powerhouse. It's not about Black people. It's not about melanated people. It is about you, Black America, specifically you. I don't give a damn who else got melanin. It's not about them. It is about you. You are a peculiar group of people. You are a special group who is made not only in the Most High's image. That means you not only look like him, you are made in his logic. You are made in his image, in his likeness, which means you embody the spirit of God. This is why they all coming over here to work on you at the hospitals. This is why they all over here gaslighting you. This is why they all over here telling you you ain't got no culture, even though they look like you. It's all one big play. They know who you are. You don't know who you are. The reason why you were enslaved and still are enslaved to this day and don't know it is because of you guys. It's us. It's this special group of people. Not who cares that they melanated. They got melanated people all over the world. But that one group of niggas over there in America, them a special group. It's bigger than melanated skin. It's bigger than Black people being slaves. It's about you being the slave. You specifically. You. They can enslave the Mexican and get the most out of him agriculture. And not even good agriculture. You get beautification. He could plant flowers. We still don't know the history of these Hispanics that we see that has cultivated land. They'll put them in the pictures, in the books, but we don't have no proof of them clones and NPCs over there cultivating no land. When you look at the history, it was melanated people in all of them lands. So my thing is, it's a specific group of people that can do things that no other group can. Just us. Get off the black train. That's a train to be on, but not all the time. It's just about you specifically, Black America. It's you. You are the gods. You got to believe that though, not them. Okay? Everybody eats off of you. The American dream is Black America's nightmare because in order for them to have their dream, you have to be the slave. In order for them to live good, you have to live bad. In order for them to be in heaven, you have to exist in hell. Please remember that. Now, I want to move to this last little bit. Did y'all see over in Ghana? I never understood this idea. Black America, the fact that y'all want to even be cool with Africans are beyond me. And I'm not saying we're supposed to have this worldwide beef with all of Africa, but it's specifically the ones they told y'all in West Africa that sold your duck ass. If you believe that we were sold on a boat from West Africa, why on God's green earth would you turn around and befriend the people who sold you? This is a genuine question to Black America. Tap in. If you've been told and you believe that a group of people sold you 100, 200, 300, 400 years ago, why would you go and befriend the group of people that sold you? Because all you Pan-African fools who running all this Pan-African shit, y'all are building with the very descendants of the people who sold you. So where y'all got to be mentally retarded. I swear to God, it's got to be a mental retardation. How can you align yourself with the group of people, the descendants of the people who sold you into bondage and chains? Make it make sense. Somebody please help me. Help me. Help me. I really need the help. I am of confusion. The idea that Black America wants to reunite or unite with these people is asinine to me. It's insane, insanatory, crazy. Stockholm syndrome through the fucking roof. Because how can you befriend the people who sold you? This for all of my FBA, African-American, Pan-African. All I want to know, this is a genuine, how can you befriend the people who sold you and killed you and raped you? If we are to go by the logic that we came from Africa, I don't believe that. I know that's a fake. I know that's a lie. But let's go with the move because I know a lot of us still are on that train. If we are to believe that we were sold on West Africa's coast by some people in that area, that would be the modern day people of Ghana, Nigeria, and all of those places. If that is to be true, us befriending these people would be the dumbest fucking thing we could have ever done in the world. As a matter of fact, we should be at war with these people. I don't give a fuck if it was a forefather 10 generations ago. Bitch, we supposed to be head up. It's on site. Fuck you and your mama, bitch. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. If we go by what we were taught. But we want these people, the same people that taught us, these people sold us, these the same people we supposed to believe is our allies and our friends. A new level of mental retardation got to be real. This got to be studied. Hey, to the people, because I know a lot of my stuff that I talk to now is really not to talk to the people of today. It's somebody 50 years, 100 years from now going to see this. And to the person who going to see this in 40 years, 20 years, 30 years, 100 years, please know, I was trying to tell these niggas. I swear to God. I was trying every day I came on here Monday through Friday. I was ringing these alarms to tell these niggas and they ain't won't listen. I helped as many as I could. I did all that I can because somebody in the future gonna hear this. Listen to me and I want to talk to you future person. I tried. Me and a whole bunch of people. We tried. We've been trying. We've been windmilling with our head down. These niggas is crazy. Okay, these niggas is crazy. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen in the future. They're gonna read about now, and they're gonna wonder how we could be so stupid. I swear to God. In the future, the people in the future, once all this is settled, they're gonna read back to what happened today, and they're gonna say, "Ain't no way our ancestors was that fucking dumb." And I just want to say they were under a lot of stress. Stall them out, please, y'all. Stall them out. These niggas is crazy. They under a lot of stress, okay? You had to be here to know what's going on, okay? But I'm just letting y'all know I tried. I'm trying still, and I'm going to keep trying till I'm no more. But I'm doing what I can. This propaganda has taken over my people, okay? By the logic that we're using, we should not be friends with anybody from Africa, or at least West Africa specifically. I ain't gonna say anybody from Africa. West Africa specifically, because that's where we was supposedly stolen from. Now, if you understand history, you know that whole story is a lie. You know that whole bit, the whole transatlantic slave trade is a lie from the pits of hell. I'm not going to go into why here. Do your research, okay? But it's a lie from the pits of hell. Everybody who knows anything knows that. However, because the world is a stage and we have to continue on this script, here comes the people of Ghana going up to, I guess this is the UN or somewhere. They are going on behalf of Black Americans for reparations. Let me say this too before we get into it. You niggas keep running down there with your picket signs. 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't want to reparate. All you dumbass niggas running down there. 5, 4, 6, 7. Take my ass right to heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me my money at the door. You niggas are foolish. Stop bringing your duck ass down there, wasting your energy out there begging them people for money. If you want reparations, do your regular ass genealogy. You ain't gonna get it marching. I don't give a damn who orchestrate the march. It's all one big energy harvesting party anyway. Stop going down there marching with that ugly ass shit. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I hate it. And don't talk about doing another march. If I see you niggas out there marching with picket signs, I swear to God, I'm going to do a prayer to send a lightning bolt to strike all you niggas down. Stop going marching for that goddamn reparation shit. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your goddamn time. You want reparations, do your genealogy, get it through the paperwork, the documentation. Because we are watching this stage play that the world is putting on, and you got representatives from Ghana going up to, I believe, the UN, asking them people for reparations on our behalf. Mind you, these supposed to be our quote-unquote allies, descendants of the motherfuckers who sold you anyway. Girl, not only was the Africans here asking for reparations, this is the part that got me. Guess who all was there too? Thumbhead, what's his name? Benjamin Crump.
In addition to its obviously
Benjamin Crump, Al Sharpton, and I told y'all treason is a law that we need to bring back into the community because these people are not successful unless others like us help them. It is up to the Al Sharptons and the thumbheads, Benjamin Crump, which I know he ain't no nigga. I could look at him and tell that's a foreigner. I don't know what Benjamin Crump is. I don't know where he come from, but I know what he ain't. He ain't no nigga. Benjamin Crump is not from Acorn. And I'll put my neck on the chopping board. Benjamin Crump is not from Acorn. He is not no nigga. He been cosplaying as a nigga all of this time. Period, point blank. Matter of fact, let me get my little girl up here. Not my little girl. Let me get my little thing. Benjamin Crump is not from Acorn.
He ain't even from Acorn.
That nigga, I don't know where he from, but he ain't one of us. You could look at him and tell. But they up there helping the Ghana people get reparations on your behalf. And to y'all in the chat who believe that marching is going to get it, keep marching down to the White House. Keep on watching your crazy ass down to DC while these African people sit in front of people with the pocketbooks and get your money. But thank God the people with the pocketbooks wasn't buying it, because the Ghana people were literally there to steal our reparations. That's why they were there. They were there to steal reparations from Black America after they quote unquote sold us into it, and then use our own people to help them do it. Al Sharpton would have got paid good. Benjamin Crump and everybody else who was up there would have got paid real well to sell us up the doggone river. I talk about the talented 10% all the time. Al Sharpton and them fall right in that category. Their job is to be the 10% that's in charge of the 90%. So the 10% could be rich and live amongst the enemy, and the 90% remains poor, stupid, ignorant, downtrodden, and fucked up. That's these people y'all love. That's these people y'all vote into y'all offices for political power and all of that stuff. These all are people who cosplay like your friend, treasonous damn tramps who are there to steal from you. Help the enemy steal from you. And that's what they doing here. Let's get into the Ghana people down there asking the U.S. and the UN for reparations. Let's get into it.
In addition to its obvious legal problems, this resolution is also unclear as to who the recipients of reparatory justice would be. The drafters and supporters of this resolution seem to believe it is them. The United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims. The United States would also like to express disappointment in the arbitrary historical...
Did y'all hear that? Back that up.
...to reallocate modern resources to people and nations. The drafters and supporters of this resolution seem to believe it is them. The United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims.
So for y'all don't understand, Ghana or whoever represented them went to the UN saying, hey, because we're distantly related to the people we sold into your slavery, you need to give us their money. And the US and the UN was like, boy, if you don't go sit your stupid ass down, what? These people literally went with our own people. Our people went with them. Our people went with them, y'all. The ones y'all love, the ones y'all clap for, went with them to up to the UN to tell them, hey, I know we sold them, but because we distantly related to them, give us their reparations. Girl, you can't make this up. You can't make it up.
The United States would also like to express disappointment in the arbitrary historical perspective of the text. Trafficking in African slaves began long before the 15th century and sadly continued even after the 19th. These dates were clearly selected for political reasons rather than historical accuracy. All trafficking of enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement of Africans deserve to be condemned, not merely the political expedient. Also, there are some...
Translation. What that clear man is saying is, listen, we get it. People were slaves, but nigga, they been slaves long before the Atlantic slave trade, and hell, even afterwards. So because of that, it's kind of like par for the course. Like niggas be slaves. That's what the clear man is saying. Basically, like niggas be slaves, but we resent the fact that y'all coming to us trying to play like y'all should get the money. Nah, we not doing that. Let me let him finish.
Fake news articles suggesting that the sponsors of this resolution called into question President Trump's support of the Black community. Reject any such.
Then they say they called into question the support of President Trump to the Black community. You see how they hurry up and blend it in under that term Black? You see how they hurry up and blend it in under that term Black? Oh yeah, because if Trump don't do it, he not supporting the Black community.
Not merely the political expedient. Also, there are some fake news articles suggesting that the sponsors of this resolution called into question President Trump's support of the Black community. We reject any such suggestions. Indeed, President Trump has done more for Black Americans than any other president and enjoyed historic support from the Black community in the 2024 election. He is working tirelessly to deliver for them and make our country greater than ever. Finally, we must express our deep disappointment regarding the process that led to this text. Throughout drafting, the United States and other delegations offer constructive contributions aimed at aligning the text with established international legal frameworks. These contributions were ignored. For these reasons, the United States will vote no on this resolution. Thank you.
So basically, they were denied. They were denied because they went up there with the intent of collecting reparations on behalf of Black Americans. Mind you, these are the same Ghanaians or whatever they call themselves who be up here saying, brother, we are sorry for selling you into slavery. Please forgive me and come back home to Ghana. These the same people giving out celebrity citizenships so that you can go over there and give them your doggone money. And they out at the UN trying to steal your reparations. They at the UN trying to steal your reparations. Again, I go back to the first thing I said. I don't understand why Black America would even think to be cool, cordial, or even friends with the descendants of the people who sold you into slavery. I'm stooping down, and I say stoop down to your logic because I know that this whole logic is a farce. It's not real. None of what happened really happened. But I'm going to stoop down to your logic just to get some sort of clarity on this. If you are a Black American, African American, and you believe in the transatlantic slave trade, I would ask you to ask yourself, why then would you befriend the descendants of the people who sold you into slavery? How is that any logical common sense? How does that even make sense to you on any level? This is a genuine question. I'm not saying to beef with the people. What I'm saying is, why are you befriending the same people? Also, the same group of people that you're befriending whose ancestors sold you into slavery, these are the same people who are going to the UN to steal from you. The same people who tell you we're all brothers and sisters and come over here and get your citizenship, they're creeping behind your back to the UN to steal straight out of your pockets. But these are your allies. This is the Pan-African group that we all supposed to be a part of, right? Black America, you cannot be an ally to nobody. You know why? Because you haven't figured out how to be an ally to your damn self. Do your genealogy. Let's focus on building ourselves up. An ally, the last thing we need to be worried about in 2026. In 2026, genealogy need to be the first thing we worried about. Tapping back into the Most High need to be the first thing we worried about. Repairing, relearning, unlearning, re-educating ourselves, getting undocumented. What do you call it? Not being indoctrinated the way that it's so much we could be doing. Allies? Nah. And I employ all of the Americas, all of the melanated people all over the Americas. Y'all another one. All of that. Oh, let's be allies. Y'all foolish. You got to clean up home first. Then we could deal with that. But as far as Black America goes, allies should be the last thing we worried about. And don't let these people come over here and tell you, oh, if you don't have an ally, you're not going to make it. We ain't never had an ally. We've always made it. Stop the cap. I don't need no ally collectively. What I need is my people to tap in. There are no allies. You are your only ally. You want an ally? It's the ancestors and God. That's your ally. The ancestors and God. That's it. All these other people you trying to put all this faith in, gonna throw you up, send you through there. It's gonna send you up through there and you ain't gonna be able to get out of it. You want an ally? Go to God. Period, point blank. And it's not even up for debate. Stop trying to find allyship with a group of people who wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire, because they wouldn't. Victoria Smith, thank you so much for becoming a new member. And you know what dawned on me too? If they could be you, if they could wear your skin without having to take your persecution, they would. They would. A lot of these countries resent Black America because what they are not. Never forget that. Hey, it's Trey. Thank you so much for being for the super chat. He says, honestly, their hatred and hating us makes them feel superior. As soon as it's convenient, we're all the same. Them today, tomorrow, forever. Facts. F them today, tomorrow, and forever. Facts. Seriously, it does make them feel superior if they get to talk down on us. That's why that Hispanic dude who came on here and was like, oh, my daddy, he rock with black people, but he always make jokes on them. And that's why I gave you the example of him pissing on his zipper. I told you the truth come out through Mad Day and the joke, first of all. But second of all, the reason why your daddy's sitting around making fun of niggas is because he wished that he was an inch of what a nigga was. Don't let them come on here and tell you that, oh, nobody want to be Black American. Everybody want to be Black American. Stop acting crazy. They just don't want to be able to, they can't take the stuff that come along with it. So that's why they don't want it. But everybody want to be you. It's destiny swapping happening all around this bitch. Sir Will, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, you know, my grandma used to say all the time when she was alive, don't go mixing your blood with them people. Never understood it till now. Hello? Y'all need to start thinking about all them old stuff your grandparents used to say. When I tell you that stuff hit hard so much today, ridiculous. Thank you, Will. Win Bendergrass. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, today is my brother's birthday. He transitioned 3 years ago, and I just wanted to tell the world about how much he means to me. Happiest birthday, James Sweet Jr. Happiest birthday, James Sweet Jr. Man, you know what? You have to be important for your sister to put up this cash app. So happy birthday, happiest birthday to James Sweet Jr. Happy birthday. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Sergeant King, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did you hear about thousands of crowds over Israel? Yes. Did y'all see that? Let me go get it before we get off of here. So did y'all see about all of that stuff going on in the Middle East? I think that's if we're talking about the same thing. Let's see. I think we're talking about the same thing. We could look for it together. Did y'all see about all that stuff going on over there? With a lot of that stuff with they energy crisis and stuff. Let me see. It was trending. I don't get into that war stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between them and the people they fight. Israel has attacked Turkish ship today. Turkey-Israel war is low. Yeah, I don't, baby. Bless y'all souls. Yeah, I don't. That's between them people. What y'all eating for dinner? Y'all cook? It's Thursday. Y'all cooking or y'all going out? Y'all buying something or y'all cooking inside? Y'all eating leftovers? What y'all doing? Yeah, but at any rate, let me get up off of here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out if you haven't hit it on the way in. Shout out to the replay gang and shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday, and I will catch y'all later at the dollhouse to Joce this Rockhead tea and some other things, and tomorrow over here for the morning Joce. Subscribe if you're new, and welcome. Special shout out to the members. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.